The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
You're invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, a beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Pre-game jitters are dialed up to 11. It can only mean one thing, the season opener. We are just about to get going with the 11th edition of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, the premier destination for men's baseball in the Midwestern United States. We welcome you into sunny Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. It's going to be a hot one, and the heat between the ears may be cranked up even hotter before the day is done. We've got a triple header on tap as we get ready to go in GRBL Season 11. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance Berger, my partner for this one, Clay Odell. And Clay, we're getting ready to start things off with a North Division GRBL game between the Springfield Metropolitans and the Republic Locos. First of all, and I know you've been through these a couple of times before, right? It is a long, short season here in the Grip and Rip when you only get to play one game a week. But talk me through what these guys, the Locos and the Mets, are feeling as they're on the field for warm-ups, getting ready to lace them up and go for real. Some of them for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good mixture, probably 50-50, between a little bit of excitement and nerves. They're, the older I get, and that's why I'm not playing anymore, is you're excited to go play, but you're equally nervous of, can I do what I used to do? Can I do even what I did last year? Am I going to pull a hamstring? Am I going to tear a UCL? So there's all these questions. As men get older, we're finding new normals in our physicality, and so coming out here and playing baseball, we just want to, hey, can we still do it, regardless of whether we can do it the way we used to? Man, we're having fun. We get to compete. We get to be in the dugout with the guys, and so I think there's a mixture of just excitement and happiness of getting to play baseball as opposed to slow pitch softball or golf or anything else, mixed with a little bit of nerves of, am I going to be able to produce? Is our team going to be any good? And like you said, it's a short season, but it's still long, so there's time to figure that out. But I think, to answer your question, for the beginning stages, I think that's maybe what most of the guys might be feeling and thinking.
Mets and Locos about to learn a lot about themselves here over the course of the next 9 innings. Coming up today at 3 o'clock, the Robert D. Lewis Memorial Opening Day continues with the Nixa Suckers taking on the Branson Showmen. And then tonight in primetime, we're looking at a 6:15 p.m. first pitch here in the Central Time Zone. It is a GRBL tradition that the two teams who played in the previous year's championship play the first primetime game of the following season. So it will be the Ozark Mountain Ducks taking on Daniel England's reigning and defending world champion Moon City Mavericks. It is a lot. The fans who come through the gates today, and we expect more than 400 before it is done, are going to have a great time with a lot of action between the innings. But This is just a day where anticipation is high. Everybody comes into the day smiling, energy's up because everyone's undefeated. At the end of the day, the undefeated number will be cut in half. So only 3 teams are going to walk out of here undefeated today. Good pitching matchup in this one, Clay, and an interesting story. You got Jacob Smith going for the Republic Locos, fresh off of a 5-year hiatus. He last appeared in a Grip and Rip Baseball League game in 2021, winning a championship with the Moon City Mavericks, and he was an integral part. And we'll talk more about that as his day goes on. But Jacob Smith, the big right-hander from Crane, Missouri, is back. And then for the Springfield Metropolitans, you've got Kyle Carpenter, the left-hander from St. Charles, Missouri, was on the mound to close out both a playoff semifinal win for the Mavericks and the final out of the final game, resulting in a championship. I know Kyle Carpenter is a guy you've got a lot of familiarity with, so what do you make of Carp getting the opening day start for his new team, the Mets?
I would definitely say no matter what team he was playing for, he's earned his opening day start. And to be a team's either number 1 or number 2, he's definitely earned it. I mean, he has done a wonderful job over the past couple of years of developing his role, going deeper into ball games, throwing more innings. He's one of the finer pitchers. I mean, and he has helped himself in his regard of working at it and getting better at it, and he has made himself one of the finer pitchers in this league. Everybody tends to, the shock and awe of a 90+ mile an hour fastball, but it doesn't do any good if you can't hit your spots.
Right.
Well, Carp is a guy that whatever he's throwing, he hits his spots. He keeps hitters out on their front foot. He moves the ball in, out, up, and down. He truly is a pitcher in the finest definition and the most probably clearest understanding of the word. And so when you think of guys like, Logan Wiley, who are out here doing it, and up, down, left, right, front, back, off speed, fastball, Carp does the same thing. And so he is a fine pitcher. I think he's earned his spot. I think he's going to do I want to believe he's going to do well today, but the first week of the year being the first game, you just never know.
There's always a difference between a pitcher week 1 and a pitcher in the playoffs.
100%.
So we'll see how it goes. Let's meet the players for both teams. We'll begin with the Republic Locos as described in their own words.
The Republic Locos.
Number 1.
Ravani Rosalia, Willemstad, Curacao.
Number 2.
Creed Smiley, Republic, Missouri.
Number 3.
Trent Simpson, Waynesville, Missouri.
Number 4.
Colton Simons, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Number 5.
Dave Allen, Everton, Missouri.
Number 6.
Carter Rennie, Macon, Missouri.
Number 7.
David Gutierrez, Managua, Nicaragua.
Number 9.
Brock Robbins, Republic, Missouri.
Number 11.
Brian Sanchez, Barquisimeto, Venezuela.
Number 12.
Grant Cundiff, Fulton, Missouri.
Number 13.
Tanner Kellerstrass, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 15.
Jacob Smith, Republic, Missouri.
Number 17.
Justin, Fruit Snacks Loudon, Lebanon, Missouri.
Number 19.
Chris Meza, Chicago, Illinois.
Republic Locos will be the visitors on the scoreboard today, wearing their brand new all-black everything. They've traded the old Vegas gold for something a little sleeker and meaner. Metropolitans will be the home team today under the direction of Clay Murphy. It's a club that last won the Howard Bell Trophy and the GRBL Championship in 2023. So let's meet the 2026 edition of the Springfield Metropolitans.
The Springfield Metropolitans.
Number 5.
Kyle Carpenter, St. Charles, Missouri.
Number 6.
Austin Schilt, Nixa, Missouri.
Number 7.
Jared Brashler, Bolivar, Missouri.
Number 8.
Clay Murphy, Wolf Lake, Illinois.
Number 9.
Jordan Fitzpatrick,
Rogersville, Missouri.
Number 10.
David Humphrey Jr., Blytheville, Arkansas.
Number 11.
Caleb Spangler, Helena, Montana.
Number 12.
Robert Fackrell, Springfield, Missouri.
Number 13.
Kevin Walsh, St. Louis, Missouri.
Number 14.
Jared Fox, Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Canada.
Number 15.
Alex Kelly, Republic, Missouri.
Number 16.
Caleb Kaufman, Wapello, Missouri.
Number 17.
Brandon Lauder, Marshfield, Missouri.
Number 18.
Dustin Thomason, Springfield, Missouri.
Well, Clay, the Springfield Metropolitans a season ago, to say it mildly, struggled offensively. They did not score runs very well. Matter of fact, it was an historically low volume of offensive output right up until they ended up losing in a playoff eliminator by a score of 9-8. So they effectively doubled an entire season's worth of output in one game, but it was not enough to get them through to the next round. As a GRBLer by the name of Cole Hazelhorst astutely pointed out in last week's Jamboree, there is a trend sometimes where if a team struggles in one particular category, you see the manager go to the draft the following season and perhaps overcompensate in that category, as the Mets were very good at fielding and defense. And I think Cole's observation was pretty good. Clay Murphy went out and got Jared Brashler. He also brings in Jordan Fitzpatrick. He's got Jared Fox, a GRBL Hall of Famer. And then he was also looking for rookies who could swing the bat, and he got one with his first-round draft pick in Alex Kelly. This is a debut that I'm very excited about. Alex Kelly went number 5 overall in the draft. He's an outfielder from St. Louis University, an American Baseball Coaches Association third-team All-American in 2013. And when you go back and pull up that list, funny enough, the name Alex Kelly appears right below that of Aaron Judge. So we think Alex Kelly can hit a little bit. He's a Colorado native, hit .333, 159 career hits, and 102 RBIs in 121 games with the SLU Billikens. And he's a longtime friend of Clay's. Clay Murphy has been after him to come out for a while. Alex signed up just over the winter. He was an early commit, so I know Murphy and the Mets are excited to find out what this newcomer can do. I'm excited. We got several rookies starting in this one. Let's just go ahead and break down the lineups. We'll tell you all about it. The Republic Locos will lead off with their center fielder, Trent Simpson, back after a season with the Nixa Suckers, but Trent Simpson a Loco through and through. Batting second will be the third baseman, Tanner Kellerstrass. Batting third is the left fielder, Colton Simons. Batting fourth, a rookie from Managua, Nicaragua, shortstop David Gutierrez. Batting fifth is the right fielder, Grant Cundiff. Batting sixth and catching will be Chris Meza. Batting seventh and playing second base is Brock Robbins, a rookie. Batting in the eighth spot is the first baseman, Dave Allen. Batting ninth, the extra hitter from Licking, Missouri, Carter Rennie. And batting 10th will be the pitcher, Jacob Smith. Programming note, Locos fans, they are without the services of their first-round draft pick, catcher Creed Smiley. That is a planned absence and an excused absence, but nonetheless, Clay, not having Creed Smiley on opening day is a void for this Republic club.
100%. I mean, the most underrated, unknown, nobody thinks about position that's probably the most important position on a ball diamond is who you got behind the plate, the catcher. And so anytime your starting catcher is not there, it just changes the dynamic of the entire feel for your defense, particularly your pitchers who they might be used to the starting catcher and they have a rhythm, they have an understanding, they have a knowledge, a chemistry. So when that guy's out, yeah, that can change just enough. That can change the wind just enough to get that boat to sail in the wrong direction throughout the course of 9 innings.
So Chris Meza was a junior college catcher. He is going to strap it on and give it a go today. Colton Simons, I believe, is the emergency backup for him. Springfield Metropolitans will lead off with one of the GRBL's all-time leading hitters. He's in center field today. That is the flyboy, Jared Brashler, batting second, coming into the game with 49 career base hits from Wolf Lake, Illinois, the third baseman, Clay Murphy. Batting third and playing second base in his third year in the grip and rip, Jordan Fitzpatrick. Batting fourth, the batting cleanup, is the left fielder, the rookie we just talked about from St. Louis University, Alex Kelly. Batting fifth and playing shortstop is Caleb Kaufman. Batting sixth and catching is the GRBL Hall of Famer from Saskatchewan, Canada, Jared Fox. Batting seventh and pitching is number 5, Kyle Carpenter. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 13, Kevin Walsh. Batting ninth, the extra hitter is Caleb Spangler. And batting 10th, the rookie right fielder from Nixa, Missouri, Austin Schultz. So Springfield Metropolitans are going to start 3 rookies today. Most of them are going to be batting in the bottom part of the order. But these were all guys who showed us some bits and pieces and flashes of some pretty good stuff in the preseason jamboree. And if the name Caleb Spangler sounds familiar to you, you're a longtime GRBL fan. His brother Matt is a 3-time Howard Bell Trophy winning champion, but now Matt has been retired for a couple of seasons. Now we've got the kid brother. We've got Caleb Spangler making his GRBL debut with the Springfield Metropolitans today. There have been a total in 11 seasons, 12 different sets of brothers have played in the Grip and Rip League.
Wow.
Not all of them together, but odds, ends, and Spangler-like situations. We have had 12 different cases of brothers playing in this baseball league. Very cool, and it just goes to show we're all one big family at the end of the day.
Well, I think it's great. I mean, 10 years ago, if I'd have gotten to play the league like this with my brother, we would have both said, sign us up.
All right, we're going to step aside for the national anthem, come back and bring you first pitch and a whole lot more. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball presented by Central Bank, and we will also say a big thank you to our lineup sponsor, the official fuel partner of the GRBL, that's Rapid Roberts.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. The best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Left-hander Kyle Carpenter on the mound for the Springfield Metropolitans as we get set. Robert D. Lewis Memorial opening day in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. Kyle Carpenter for his career, 95 2/3 innings pitched over the past 5 seasons. He's allowed 47 earned runs on 93 hits, 60 strikeouts to go with 39 walks and 6 hit batsmen, a career ERA of 4.42. But he is coming off of an absolute banger of a year with the Moon City Mavericks. 6 earned runs in 21 innings of work, scattering 22 hits. Only 5 strikeouts against 11 walks, but the ERA was 2.57. So it was bend but do not break and kill them softly. A couple of playoff games. Kyle Carpenter threw 1 inning for Moon City in a 2-1 victory over Ozark in the championship, and then he survived 3 difficult innings in an 8-7 win over the Branson Showmen in the playoff semifinal. He allowed 1 earned run on 4 hits in that outing. But Clay, I remember that one well. That was like Kyle Carpenter went out there and climbed on the back of a fire-breathing dragon and rode it home to a Moon City victory. That was, as far as impressive performances go, that one under pressure rates right up there.
Oh, absolutely. No, he he did exactly what he wanted to do and exactly what he needed to do, and all that did was lift his team. I remember that game.
That was a reach for the Tums chewables, and
the fun thing about that game too that helped him out was the fact that every hit was to somebody on his defense, and they just nothing went wrong for him that game for the team as a whole and for Carp, and my heart still bleeds a little from that one.
Here's Trent Simpson hopping into the left-handed batter's box for the Republic Locos. First pitch is a called strike, and we're underway at 12:08. So running a little bit behind with all the pregame pageantry. Umpires for this one, Ruben Apodaca behind the plate with the balls and strikes. Ed Browning is in the field, and we'll see both of these gentlemen working 2 games today. Both GRBL experienced umpires from the Mid-America Umpires Union. And I have, what do we got? How are we running out of baseballs already? This thing just started, but little stoppage there. Trent Simpson, sponsored by January Social Company, 30 years old, 40 hits in his grip and rip career, a .313 batting average, a triple, 7 doubles, 21 runs batted in for Trent Simpson, who won Rookie of the Year back in 2022.
This is one of those with a left-handed pitcher and Murphy playing so deep at third. I think one of those. Yeah,
a little jam shot, and Trent Simpson was able to punch it right through.
Yep.
It's like you smelled that coming, Clay.
Yeah, what I was going to say was, man, that's a good time to either lay down a bunt or show bunt, put it on the left side of the infield here. But he ended up fighting one off. Looked like rather high and it off his handles, but he got it through the 5-5 hole and got on first, which is what you need your leadoff to do.
That's exactly it. Tanner Kellerstrass, the Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the Game from the 2025 Championship, looks at a strike on the inner half. Carpenter now 2 for 2 on first pitch strikes. Kellerstrass, sponsored by Martino Training Systems, coming off of a year where he went 9 for 32 with a triple, 3 doubles, and 4 runs batted in. So 281 after an excellent rookie season.
So I've noticed that this year too we've got the green bag.
Yeah, the double bag is new. So that is they talked about that with the 6 team managers in the preseason. That is the way that college baseball and high school baseball are now going, with the double bag over at first.
So for the folks at home who may not know what that's about, what is that about? What safety is that supposed to provide?
Designed to lessen the chances of collisions between a fielder and a base runner. The idea is that if it's going to be close, the runner is supposed to take the outside lane, touch the green bag instead of the white bag. It's not a collision preventer, but a collision reducer, as Kellerstrass finds that same hole on the left side between the third baseman and the shortstop. He's got a base hit. Simpson's going to woe up at second, but back-to-back singles, an excellent start for the Republic Locos.
Yeah, you had a pull and a push, and regardless of what Brad Thompson keeps saying for the St. Louis Cardinals, I'm going to lean on Tony Gwynn and call it the 5.5 hole. And the reason it's called the 5.5 hole is because it's between the numerical position numbers of 5 being third base, 6 being shortstop, 5.5 hole.
Colton Simons batting in the 3 spot for the Locos. He's going to hit it too. Murphy dives. He's up with it. Throw to first in time. They do get Simons for 1, but it moves up the 2 runners, Simpson to third, Kellerstrass to second, and it's 1 away. That was a spectacular throw from Clay Murphy, and he's slow to get up and get back around.
That's a sign of age. The slow getting up and all that. It's like, yep, Claybo, we're getting a little older here. Those diving plays will get you a little harder. But it was almost as if he felt, okay, the first 2 guys went 5.5. I'm going to make a little bit of a shift, and then first pitch swinging out of Colton. Hits it right there again, 3 in a row. He almost got the play.
Yeah, I thought he might try to go for the bag, but he gave up on trying to chase down Trent Simpson. And I think, it was not a bad decision from Murphy by any means, as Carpenter bends a curveball into the zone to David Gutierrez. First pitch strikes are good, but the Locos are doing well to put the ball in play. Gutierrez, a rookie from Managua, Nicaragua. works as an assembler and lives in Springfield, Missouri. This is chopped. A bouncing ball to the first baseman. Kevin Walsh up with it for one. He'll get the out, and the Locos get the run as Trent Simpson comes home. Nice job by Gutierrez, just not trying to do too much. Sends one to the right side, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, put the ball in play the other way. You know, and that's the thing. Clay came up. He didn't really have it would have been a heck of an effort, heck of a play for him to get the runner going to third. He just knew, eat it, get your runner out at first, take that out. So they had second and third.
Yep.
And then just to come up, punch it to the other side just to get one run, as equally first baseman fields it and just says, I'm getting the second out. We're going to minimize this bleeding, just get the out, touch on first, let the run eat. And now they've got a runner on third with 2 outs.
Yep.
Anybody's ball game here. He could get a base hit and score, or you can get the third out and that run doesn't matter.
It's Grant Cundiff facing 1-1. He is sponsored by CNH Industrial Reman. Good timings. Metropolitans effectively just manufactured a run there.
Sure did.
It was like Grant Cundiff was just teed that up for me. 9 hits in his GRBL career from North Callaway High School. Cundiff swings at the 1-2. Nice job to get a piece, and he will extend the plate appearance. So we'll do another 1-2. Tanner Kellerstrass, the runner at third for the Locos. He can scoot. Carpenter missed outside, and Cundiff did not chase. So now it's deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Locos leading 1-0 here in the top of the first. Carpenter's pitch for Springfield swung on and lifted. Back is rookie Alex Kelly for the Metropolitans, and that ball fell down at the track. That is in play. Kellerstrass scores to make it 2-0. Mets are now going to have to make a long throw in from third, and he does. But that was a ball, Clay Odell. There's a wind blowing out today, and that ball carried and carried and carried. And Alex Kelly just couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's one of those. This is a fundamental objective truth. Kids listening at home, stop talking and hear what I'm getting ready to tell you.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Do not drift on the baseball. When that ball goes in the air, you don't just trot and slowly drift back thinking, oh, that's going to be easy. I'm going to get a one-hand catch directly above my head. As Meza puts one to short, bobbles.
Shortstop, yeah, and then the throw came high, but Kevin Walsh did a nice job adjusting and bailing out Caleb Kaufman there for the third out.
But on that play, those fly balls, if you're looking straight up at a baseball, you are wrong. If you are looking up and out, you're in good shape. Regardless, ball goes in the air, bust your rear end back to the wall, and then come in on the ball. Don't drift, or that right there happens, and now your pitcher has to throw more pitches and runs get scored.
2-0 Republic leads Springfield. We'll head to the bottom of the first right after this.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It is the return of Jacob Smith. Now calls Republic, Missouri home. Originally, he's an old Crane Pirate. But Jacob Smith is back. 41 innings. He's allowed 11 earned runs. in his previous 2 GRBL seasons on 35 hits, struck out 42, walked just 11, and hit 8 batters. A 2.41 ERA for Jay Smith in his previous 2 seasons with the Moon City Mavericks. The wrinkle to that story, Clay Odell, is that those seasons were 2020 and 2021. Jacob moved out west for a while. He was living in Colorado. He got married, had like this whole other life away from Southwest Missouri, but he and the missus came back. He's back here, works at Jack Henry and Associates, and Jacob Smith was a guy who signed up basically at the deadline for tryouts for season 11, and it in many ways really looked like that same guy from 2021. He's 5 years older now, but big right-hander out of Evangel University. He played summer collegiate baseball for the Ozark Generals here in Springfield for 4 years. And Jay Smith was an effective GRBLer, part of a championship team last time by, but he's going to have a little bit of rust to shake off here, I do suspect.
Well, if you're not pitching for 5 years, there's going to be some tightness in that shoulder, I would guarantee it. Might feel good coming out, but you're going to notice the first thing you'll notice, obviously, pitching, taking time off, coming back, is you're going to feel it in your shoulder, the lack of elasticity, the lack of flexibility and mobility. You'll feel it in your hips. But that's one of those, just try to really, as best as you can, stick to your mechanics with what you're able to do. And don't worry about trying to throw it too hard.
Yeah.
Just throw strikes.
That's never really been Jacob Smith's MO, as he's facing Jared Brashler here. 77 career hits, a lifetime .342 on base percentage in the leadoff spot for the Mets, who trailed 2-0. Jacob Smith, throughout basically from college onward, as Brashler strikes out looking, he has been a no windup. Everything's exclusively stretch motion, so he's simplified his routine. Everything you're going to see from Jacob Smith will be from the stretch today. And I think he does well, really, to disguise the difference between his fastball and his off-speed stuff. He's not going to overpower you. He's not going to throw something so filthy that you just lose track of what zip code it's in.
Yep.
But he's kind of like we talked about Kyle Carpenter, who's pitching for the Mets today. He just finds ways to be effective. He throws strikes, as we see him bend one into the zone to Clay Murphy there. And it's frustrating for hitters because they think this guy doesn't throw that hard. I should be teeing off.
Yep.
And he paints the corners just well enough that they can't.
Well, and that's the thing, is he's moving in and out, up and down. That is looking at the map, that's what you want your pitchers to do, okay? But when we turn the camera from behind the plate to the side of the plate, now we want to talk about 1 foot to 2 foot to 3 foot differentials in speeds.
Murphy grounds this one right side. Brock Robbins, a rookie, up with it for the Locos, and his throw to Dave Allen at first is in time to get the second out.
And so he's going to keep you out on your front foot. The question becomes, how far out there on that front foot?
Well, I think here comes a good measuring stick right here. This is Jordan Fitzpatrick, coming off of an 11 for 33 season with the Showman in 25. For his career, .409 batting average. He's 18 for 44 lifetime, with 17 runs batted in, a home run, a triple, and 6 doubles. So Jordan Fitzpatrick, excellent contact hitter, and he's got some decent pop in the bat as well.
And with as much as the breaking balls that are being thrown, okay, this is here's the adjustment you don't see a lot of guys in this league make, is they don't move forward in the box, and they don't move up in the box. Yeah. And so it's one of two things. Either you are going to try to hit that, but there's a good hit, solid hit up the middle.
Hits a laser, just got past Smith's glove and on the ground, a nice little rabbit chaser out into center field, but a no doubt base hit there.
And so with slow off-speed pitching, you've either got to be really good at waiting and being patient and letting that ball travel to you and break first, then hit it, or you've got to get out front of it. Most of the guys, they're so geared up, they're so antsy, they swing early. I go, well, the only adjustment you need to make then is move up in the box, and you'll square it up better. So this game in the GRBL, as we have seen over the years, is a game of adjustments, but as we get older into this league, with backwards pitching, you have to be making adjustments all the time.
Alex Kelly, the rookie, sponsored by Alex Kelly, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, squares on that one nicely, a line drive. And a 2-bouncer out in front of the Mets left, or the Locos left fielder rather. That's Colton Simons out there, but back-to-back singles for the Springfield Metropolitans. They have a little something cooking here with 2 outs.
Well, and it's just one good stroke of the bat. They can cut the lead into half. And really, good teams, when you're watching games, the team scores a run or two, the good teams will come back that next half inning and get those runs back. Yep. At the very least, they'll cut the lead in half. And so for a confidence booster, for what the Mets need with their offensive production this year, as we talked about, compared to last year and the struggles that they had.
They got to answer the bell a little bit.
Yeah, to start the first inning cutting the lead in half, or at least getting those runs back. It's like, okay, guys, we can be on a path to not have that offensive drag that we had last year.
Interesting situation here. Caleb Kaufman is the batter for the Mets. Jacob Smith does not know him at all because Kaufman is new enough to the league, but the guy behind the plate, Chris Meza, knows Caleb Kaufman very well, as he managed Kaufman during his rookie season in 2024 with Republic. So Caleb in his 3rd year, he played for the Mets a season ago. 3rd year is often the big year for a lot of grip and rip players. They're going to start him off trying inside with them. That was a case where the slider just didn't quite slide, I don't think. But Smith has been good. He's throwing, he's got 3 out of 5 have been first pitch strikes. Comes back to Kaufman off speed. That's a jam shot. Robbins charging in, the second baseman, and his throw to Allen is in time. That's going to get the Locos defense and Jacob Smith off the field on the 4-3 ground out. So 2-0 is our score. The Republic Locos lead the Springfield Metropolitans. Back to bring you the 2nd inning right on the other side of this timeout.
Hey folks, this is Curtis Millsap from Millsap Farms here in Springfield. We'd love to welcome you out to the farm. Stop by our self-serve farm stand for fresh eggs, pasture-raised meats, seasonal produce, flowers, raw honey, kombucha, and plenty of other local favorites. Or catch us each week at the Farmers Market of the Ozarks with sweet corn, watermelons, cantaloupe, cherry tomatoes, and so much more. Want to enjoy the best of what we're growing and making all season long? Join our CSA. Customize your share with vegetables, herbs, pasture-raised meats, artisan sourdough bread, and a variety of other farm favorites picked to fit your family's table. Then on Thursday evenings, come gather with us for pizza night. Wood-fired pizza featuring the season's harvest, live music, and a fun evening under the Ozark sky. Visit millsapfarms.com or follow Millsap Farms on Facebook to learn more. Sign up for our grocery subscriptions or reserve your spot for pizza night. Millsap Farms, good food, good people, and a place to gather. We'll see you soon.
Springfield Metropolitans put up 2 runs in the first. Base hits for Trent Simpson and Tanner Kellerstrass, and then some RBIs from David Gutierrez and Grant Cundiff. An RBI triple out to left made it 2-0. Jacob Smith gave up a couple of hits, but nothing to show for it for the Springfield Mets at this time. Left-hander Kyle Carpenter out of St. Charles, Missouri, went to St. Dominic High School. Played college baseball for 2 years at John Wood Community College. Found out in talking to Carp and unpacking that a little bit more, he discovered when he got to the school, as many players do at the junior college level, that the roster was a little bit overrun, so he kind of needed to find some shtick in order to have staying power. And he said, by the end of it, Rance, I was a 100% pure knuckleball pitcher. And so he's got a knuckleball. We see him get it out of the bag every so often. But here in the GRBL, he's really a fastball, slider, curveball kind of guy. Carpenter, mixes pitches well. And as we talked about in the pregame, he pounds the strike zone well. And that's been evident from his first tryout onward, all the way back in 2021. He's been a strike thrower.
And your best, the hitters that have the most success against Carp, okay? Not to say that everybody's got great success against him, but the ones who are the most successful against him are the ones who have the most level of swing.
Yep.
They don't have the big dipping back shoulder and loop because his ball really does go more left-right than up-down.
Brock Robbins one-hopped a ball to the third baseman Clay Murphy, he's got a little bit of energy behind that, as Kevin Walsh, the first baseman, had to show off the hops, but he hauled it in, and it is one away. That's what Kyle Carpenter does too. You know, he inspires batters to swing at that first offering rather than sit back and get a look at him. We'll see what Dave Allen's approach is going to be. Allen had a base hit that, doesn't count toward his career stats or anything, but looked sharp swinging the bat a week ago in the preseason. Took a late lunge at strike one there and fouled it off. So Dave Allen from Everton, Missouri, now lives in Republic.
I've heard quite a few Republic guys saying they're from Republic.
Republic, Missouri, Clay, is a growing place. There are a lot of houses going up there.
There is, and of course we live out there, and we see all the subdivisions that are the land getting ready for it, and for country folk like myself, not too happy about it, but I'm equally, welcoming or whatever, but it's kind of neat. Over the years, I've heard more and more people saying they're living out in Republic, and in our league, the GRBL, we really are from all over.
Yeah,
we've got some guys from Canada. We've got guys from California.
We've got 8 different countries represented, and several different U.S. states this time by. But yeah, I think 8 countries is the most we've ever had, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a little bit of that here today. Dave Allen, swung and lifted that one into center. Brashler,
2 hands.
Got a nice jump on it. He did use one hand to make the catch and the out.
I'm always a 2-hand, or now my players, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, they'll see anybody. It's hilarious. You'll hear my son and Logan out there who are playing. They'll watch anybody, pros included, catch it one-handed, and now you'll hear them go 2 hands. And I go, you can only say 2 hands if you use 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the baseball, and it's kind of funny. Just from a coaching perspective, looking for little kids and teaching even high schoolers, they always go, I was on the run. And I go, tell that to Jim Edmonds. So he still snagged 2 hands. There were many times Griffey did the same.
Well, did you leave your other arm behind you when you took off?
Did both feet leave the ground and you go parallel with the deck? If the answer is no, then you can still use 2 hands. Put it up there. And if you stretch your mind and stretch your body to do that, even on the run, and you're pushing, no matter what, I want to catch it with 2 hands, just like a wide receiver. Catching with 2 hands becomes so easy. It's second nature. You don't even think about it, and you make a lot less errors, and you're in way better position to throw the ball following.
Carter Rinney, the batter here from Licking, Missouri, embarking on his 5th grip and rip season. At 26 years old, strikes out looking.
That was
Kyle
a good
Carpenter.
Pitch. Think he was looking for something else there, Rance?
I think so. That's a big response from Carpenter there after conceding 2 in the first. He goes out and gets a 3 up, 3 down, and the top half is done. We will move to the bottom of the 2nd with the score: Republic Locos 2, Springfield Metropolitans nothing.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search: get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
That'd be great. Well, and how they all ended up here,
8 different nations represented in grip and rip baseball here in 2026. The United States being one, of course, but we've also got Canada, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Honduras, La República Dominicana, the island of Curacao. We have got, wait, don't tell me.
You're really making me understand that I have a lazy tongue when it comes to pronouncing the names of these countries, buddy.
So, well, we got Chris Meza's from Chicago, and the pitcher for the Locos, Jacob Smith, is from Crane, Missouri. So he did not travel far to get here.
No, Chicago's another world in of itself, so I can consider that one another country.
Well, yeah, very cool. It's kind of the most international that the GRBL has been in some time, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, all these guys have the common bond of Southwest Missouri is home, at least for now, and so here they are looking for an opportunity to play some ball. Speaking of international, here's Jared Fox, Canada's greatest export out of Weyburn, Saskatchewan, and the GRBL Hall of Famer tees off and rips the first pitch he sees from Jacob Smith for the 72nd hit of his Grip and Rip Baseball League career.
Well, that was a good, solid hit right there. Line drive, 5-5 hole, sitting on it first pitch, and kapook! Just a good level swing. Did his job to get on, and that's, kids, if you're the leadoff, your responsibility any way possible. Either the hit, the walk, the hit by pitch, get on base, get that momentum started.
So Jared Fox, the number 6 hitter in the order, but yeah, looking the part of a leadoff guy here. They're going to courtesy run for him, so the backup catcher, Robert Fackrell, with the blonde flow, is now the base runner for the Metropolitans. Kyle Carpenter lifts one into center field. Tracking that is Trent Simpson, and the perennial all-star hauls that in for the first out.
See, he was camped under it. By golly, Trent. Use 2 hands.
Trent gets there, you know.
Set an example for the kiddos. Come on.
Thing about Trent Simpson is his fielding is seldom ever very flashy, but
he gets the job done.
Yeah, and he's talked about it. He said, man, I want to win a Gold Glove. So what do I have to do? Just catch the ball and then do a backflip, you know, Savannah Banana style? What's it going to take? So Kevin Walsh.
And that's the thing about, you know, the awards in the league. I know they've got Gold Gloves, but I couldn't tell you, is that because I've only been in the league a handful of years. Right. You know, we're looking 4 years now, and so do they do Gold Gloves for the league?
They do. So there's an outfield Gold Glove and an infield Gold Glove as the Locos just turned to Kellerstrass to Robbins to Allen. A 5-4-3.
That was pretty.
Tanner Kellerstrass looking the part of a hungry fella for the Republic Locos. They are up 2-0. Back with inning number 3 live from Meadow Park on the flip side of this break.
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Everyday.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
Bienvenido al Meadow Park. Bienvenido a la Liga Grip and Rip. Los Locos 2. Los Metropolitanos 0. All right, we're ready for inning number 3. That's the extent of my Spanish, Clay Odell. I'm Rance Berger.
But don't we have some people who are probably watching and listening in Spanish?
We got a chat from
in their country.
From I believe, if I'm just kind of reading the tea leaves, I think they're rooting for David Gutierrez de Nicaragua. So, bienvenido.
Oh.
That's awesome. So Gutierrez and the Locos are in the lead here, 2-0 after 2 innings of play. Due up for Republic this inning, it'll be the number 10 hitter, Jacob Smith. We're going to see him swing the bat for the first time in a long time, followed by the top of the order. It'll be Trent Simpson, Tanner Kellerstrass, and then Colton Simons if we get there. Kyle Carpenter out for the third. It's going to be decision time for both Grip and Rip managers at the conclusion of this inning. Player manager Clay Murphy over from third base having a word with Carp, so we'll see if Kyle Carpenter is going to be maybe maxing out the effort and that inning number 3 is going to be it for him, or if he will get designated with the 5-inning tag for the Metropolitans here, week 1. Jacob Smith, no batting gloves, looking to swing it like a pitcher, looks at strike 1.
He's a big boy. Looks like a lumberjack up there swinging that.
He's every bit of at least 6'5". Man, he is a big man. There is no doubt. And Jacob Smith can hit a little bit as he lifts this one in the air to right. That's going to be caught off the shoestrings by Austin Schilt, the Mets rookie right fielder. But Jay Smith, last time out in 2021 for Moon City, he actually went 3 for 8. And, well, yeah, he looked pretty competent up there. Nonetheless, it is 1 away.
Well, I wonder if Clay was just telling him to, hey, keep doing what you're doing. You did fine the first inning, great the second inning. Just keep pounding the zone, up, down, left, right, throw strikes.
Simpson dribbles one to the shortstop. That's Caleb Kaufman, and Trent Simpson is retired 2 away.
There you go, backing up your pitcher, just doing a routine ground ball, good solid throw to first. But Rance, like you talked about the 3-inning and the 5-inning.
Yeah.
Some folks at home might not know the pitching rules.
That's a little bit of a wrinkle for the Grip and Rip Baseball League. So there's not a pitch count like you see if you watch a lot of high school baseball or the lower kid levels where arm care is a major concern. But there is an innings limit in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. So pitchers are restricted to a maximum of 3 innings. However, each team may designate one pitcher as their 3+ guy. That pitcher can go a maximum of 5 innings. So what that effectively does is it forces teams to change pitchers at least twice in every baseball game that they play out here in the GRBL. So there is a pitching management strategy, and we see that come into play. You'll see that work out as the season unfolds. But kind of what you have to know for now, if you're new to the GRBL, is that the managers in this game, Chris Meza and Clay Murphy, are going to have to evaluate what they think of their starters, what the game plan is, and are they going to stick with them, designate them for 3+, or are they going to make a pitching change for the start of the 4th?
And when did they change the rule? Because it used to be 2 innings?
It used to be 3. That was the first one. It's Clay Murphy, the third baseman, made a great diving stop, but then the exchange, just a little bobble on the exchange was all it took, and then I like that. He didn't try to force the throw, just very wisely decides to eat it, and he's going to limit the damage there for Tanner Kellerstrass.
That right there shows the baseball IQ. Not trying to, hey, you just know it, okay, you're not making the out. There's no sense in still trying to make a throw and risk making a bad throw. Just eat it, and then, because you have 2 outs.
Yep.
And you got a guy, Colton Simons, coming up. He swung first pitch last time, hit the 5-5 hole. He can obviously drive the ball, but on a day like today, hey, if it goes high enough, that's a fly ball out.
Yeah.
Simon
sponsored by Inkburst Studios and the Dugout. As you mentioned, grounded out to third last time. Carpenter threw him a high fastball for a strike. This is grounded left side to Murphy at third.
Knowing the out.
Yeah, low risk and just using his own body's momentum, throwing it to the second baseman, Jordan Fitzpatrick, to make the out there. 5-4 on the fielder's choice. So we've played 2.5. Locos lead the Mets 2-0. We'll come back and see Jacob Smith go for his 3rd inning on the flip side of this timeout.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
OWN Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
Jacob Smith back to work for the Republic Locos, protecting a 2-0 advantage as we get ready for the bottom of the third inning. Well, Clay Odell, we knew this was going to happen. It's August in Missouri. It's hot. Right now, 89 degrees. We are tracking toward a high temperature today of 95. We do have a breeze. It is out of the south, actually the south-southwest, at approximately 8 miles per hour, and we've seen a few gusts. You know, you can look out into center field and see the American flag billowing just a touch. Air temperature feels like it's about 92. I've just been handed a note. Somebody stuck a thermometer on the plate, home plate, and it got up to 120 degrees. So
I don't doubt it.
The plate holds the heat a little more than the turf, but I would tell you that AstroTurf here at Metter Park that was installed 4 years ago, probably, it's probably holding around 110. It's going to make the soles of your shoes pretty hot, so that's why you hustle on everything, right? So you don't get caught standing there.
Yep. And you get to go into the dugout every half inning and cool your feet off, and that's the problem with turf. Is it really radiates the heat. It reflects the heat, and it does it kind of both. It will absorb it, and it will reflect it. And so you can tell the difference from walking into the ballpark just standing 20 feet away from the field compared to getting down on the field. You feel the temperature go up. And so this is where I try to tell you, this is where you really got to drink water throughout the week.
Absolutely.
And be very well hydrated, because we've seen players go down.
Yep.
We've seen umpires go down.
Yep.
And everybody keeps changing more and more to turf because they like the look of it. And I guess I understand that for artistic value, but I miss the old days of grass and dirt and the cool of the grass, you know, and it does hold the temperature down. So if you are a spectator and you're going to come watch your
good
family.
Thing about Metter, the big awnings, right?
Yeah.
The fan areas are in the shade, and they're in the shade all day long with the way this ballpark, that was one thing they did very well when this park was built back in the late 60s, was these big awnings. It is and it's not fabric. I mean, it's full on metal and concrete, so fans are very well protected, very well shaded, as Jacob Smith strikes out rookie Caleb Spangler.
Well,
for those GRBL at bat.
For those who've never been or thinking about coming out, maybe we can talk our cameraman in the next couple innings to give you a shot of the stand so you can see what we're talking about. So you do know, even though the players are out there cooking on the turf, our fans are good. They've got a breeze and they're in the shade.
Not to mention, we've got great concessions out here, and we've got food trucks every Sunday, including an ice cream truck
and
today.
It smells so stinking good.
It does indeed. Here's rookie Austin Schiltz, an anesthesiologist assistant out of University of Missouri, Kansas City. He's from Nixa, Missouri. Looked at a Steerike there to fall behind 0-2. Austin, an outfielder. Master's degree from UMKC, as a matter of fact. Jacob Smith walked off the mound perhaps like he'd put him under. He did not. It's 1-2.
I was going to say, he walked off like he liked that pitch.
You might have liked it. Doesn't mean it's a strike, though.
Yeah, but I think Mr. Kaufman had a decent eye.
Ooh, I like that. The little curveball in. Austin Schilt turned on it and grounded it foul.
Which Schilt is, when you're down, kids, you got to remember, when you're down 0-2, don't just think I have to protect the plate. You make your adjustment, choke up, spread out, but you still want to attack the plate, because attacking the plate is just like that last pitch where he fouled off. You're still showing that you're aggressive and you can put the bat on the ball.
Took a late lunge there, and that's going to get down a Texas leaguer into right field on the line. There was no chance for Grant Cundiff to get over there. And yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Austin Schilt, his first GRBL hit.
And this could be pretty interesting if they played it right, because Schilt has some pretty good speed.
Yes, he does.
Where if we, if I was managing sitting there on third right now, I'd go Brashler. By God, take the first pitch or two. Let's go ahead and let's see what Mr. Mason can do to us today on the base paths and see if we can get one to get in scoring position. We need to get this lead cut in half while we still only have one out.
Top of the order here for the Mets. Jared Brashler, the leadoff hitter, and yeah, Austin Schilt takes off. Smith bounced the pitch, so it's going to be a stolen base for Austin Schilt.
Now Brashler knows and can how to and execute hitting the ball the other way. I've seen him many a times hit the ball to right center field. If he can square one up and really put it in towards the 395 guaranteed bank sign, he not only could possibly get a double, triple, but that run could get in.
It's looking Robbins is the second baseman is playing to hold the runner, Schilt, and so he's got a pretty fair gap on the right side of the infield, and then the outfield as well. Trent Simpson is not shifted, but he is sort of shaded to the left field side, playing Brashler to pull. Breaking ball, ooh, swing, and that hit off the mask of the umpire. Ruben Apodaca just lost some gear there. He's going to shake it off.
Well, and those two swings from Brashler right there were driving swings.
Yes.
You can tell he was really trying to hit the ball hard so he could drive it somewhere. But kids, now we go back. Okay, we got a guy at second base, and we've got 2 strikes. The most important thing to do, put the ball in play. That's the very least. Put it in play. Make the defense make a play. But choke up, spread out, attack the zone.
Brashler swings and drives this one into left center field. Ranging over is Simons. He or Simpson will not get there. That's going to be a double for Brashler. Schilt turns at third, turning on the wheels. Locos do not throw home, and the Metropolitans are on the board. They've cut the deficit to 1 on an RBI double by Brashler.
Now he hit it to the left center field gap, not the right center field gap, but he did basically what we were discussing.
It's like he didn't listen to us.
I don't know. It's like hit the ball deep in a gap, okay, and that run can score. You can possibly get a double. Now, if it was right center field, he might have been able to get a triple.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, on the defensive side of the ball, that right there is where your communication between your center fielder and your left fielder become invaluable.
So Clay Murphy comes up here and taking a moment for the guys to adjust their... It's like Apodaca, the umpire, is adjusting. The catcher, Meza, adjusting his gear. We're getting ready to go. Clay Murphy steps in here with 49 hits in his Grip and Rip Baseball League career, trying to chase the GRBL's 50 club. And what an opportunity against Jacob Smith, team trailing 2-1 with a runner in scoring position. He looked at strike 1.
I don't know if Clay liked that call.
I don't think he did at all, but he's got a couple of strikes to sort out where the outside edge is. Smith looks back at Brashler, now winds and deals off speed. That is swung on and grounded just foul, third base side. So Murphy, and he knew exactly what his career hit count was coming into this season. But he's got to block that out here. This is a chance for the Metropolitans to tie this ball game. That's got to be job 1. Swing, and that's off of Smith's shins. Murphy running for first. He's gonna get there.
Did he get a glove on that?
No, it looked like it hit his shin, and that's gonna be an infield single. And that, my friends, is base hit number 50 in the career of Clay Murphy. He is the first player to attain 50 base hits and more than 200 strikeouts. I'm sure Clay would have liked to have hit a home run or an RBI double, but you know what? A rally extender off the shins of the pitcher.
Put the ball in play.
It's just as effective, you know. So Clay Murphy is on. It wasn't beautiful, but it was effective. Batter here is going to be Jordan Fitzpatrick. Runners on first and third, still one out.
And that shows he had good time. I mean, he squared it right up the middle. So he had it squared up and timed up. Now it's one of those, let's look at a pitch or two and see if we can see if Clay, with second base open, takes second base.
Yeah.
So now instead of rolling into a double play or an easy out at second base or fielder's choice, now we're moving runners to second and third. So there's no force out except for first base. We can get runners in. This is where we need to be. As a coach, I'm aggressive. Going to take bases.
Jordan Fitzpatrick grounds this one up the middle. Gutierrez, the shortstop, with it for one. Throw to first, not in time. Fitzpatrick is safe. So Brashler scores. It is 2-2.
I think Gutierrez, I think he thought there were two outs.
I think so too.
If I could watch that replay,
there was like
that
an extra step.
That hesitation, like he thought, oh, it's just one. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's two. There is only one. That's one of those, you got to know. You got to have your head in the game, kiddos, to know all the outs at any given time. You got to communicate, and you got to know exactly what you're doing and where you're going before the ball is hit.
Runner at first and 2 outs for Alex Kelly, the Mets batter. We now have a 2-2 score. 6 hits for the Mets, 4 for the Locos. Metropolitans rallying here in inning number 3. It has not been, they're not painting the Mona Lisa, Clay O'Dell, but they are plating runs. Kelly turned on one. That is to the third baseman, Kellerstrass. Fires across to Allen in time for the third out. But the damage for the Metropolitans certainly done. An RBI double for Jared Brashler out into left center field. An unconventional single off the shins of the pitcher for Clay Murphy, his hit number 50 in his GRBL career. And then a fielder's choice plates the game-tying run. So it's Locos 2, Mets 2. Republic will try to answer when we come back.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
OWN Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Oh, I thought this might happen. It is a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Springfield Metropolitans. Kyle Carpenter's day on the mound is done. Caleb Kaufman, a right-hander out of Wablo, Missouri, on to pitch. He is a third-year man out of Evangel University. In his GRBL career, 1 2/3 innings pitched, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, no walks. So limited sample size, but a 0.0 ERA for the moment. That certainly has to be said. So Caleb Kaufman coming on for the Mets, and what they do here, Clay O'Dell, is they save the 5-inning designation for another pitcher. I suspect that is Metropolitans player manager Clay Murphy himself getting said designation. Looking around the Metropolitans infield, they have moved Kevin Walsh from first to third. Murphy goes to shortstop. Still Jordan Fitzpatrick at second base, and then big old left-hander Alex Kelly has come in from the outfield. He is now playing first base. And so Kyle Carpenter, the starting pitcher, is now in left. It's going to be still Jared Brashler in center field, still Austin Schilt in right. Get it? Got it?
Good.
Good. So I am not rattling all of that off again if I can get away with it.
Not doing that twice.
David Gutierrez, the shortstop, bats for the Republic Locos. They are due up 4, 5, 6 here. So Gutierrez, Cundiff, and Meza will see Brock Robbins if any one of the railmen is able to get on safely. So David Gutierrez, 1 RBI. He is 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice thus far. But does have a ribby, so contributing to some offense in this 2-2 tie. He is from Managua, Nicaragua, now lives in Springfield, Missouri. Told us in the preseason he's a little bit of a foodie. He likes to cook, so take that for whatever it's worth to you ladies. Gutierrez looked at strike 1, it's 0-1. Caleb Kaufman, 3/4 arm delivery. That was 79 miles per hour, so he's gassing up a little bit.
Yeah, he is. I tell you, if you got a guy who likes to cook, ladies, if you can like baseball, that can be a match made in heaven a lot of times. So.
Guys, learn to cook.
Yeah, man.
It'll just carry you far.
Yep.
Let's put that out there.
I love cooking. I love smoking, grilling, cooking, baking, all of it all.
I like to eat, and so therefore I like to cook.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Ooh, Gutierrez does not chase an 0-2 fastball. Kaufman comes up touching his chest to say, my bad, didn't feel good about the spot there. Little fadeaway fastball, perhaps.
He seems really off the plate from this view. That's what I was getting ready to say is keep the ball outside because he's going to reach. A lot of these guys will get off the plate. And when they get off the plate, that's why you want to live on the outside corner because they alter their swing to a reach swing to get that outside corner.
And come back in. Gutierrez turned on it almost for Clay Murphy, the dive from the shortstop. But David Gutierrez saw that well, drove it well. It was a nice patient AB, I feel like.
Yep, and it was good. It was a high fastball, and he had his hands up, got the barrel on top of it, even on a high fastball, not swinging under it. And that, I mean, that was just out of the reach of Clay Murphy at short. And he's been diving all over the place this morning.
He's been all over that
afternoon.
That 110-degree turf. Grant Cundiff steps in for the Metropolitans. RBI triple for him back in the first. Drove that ball that carried and carried and carried out to left. And I saw, as he was walking to the plate, Clay Murphy turned to his left fielder, Kyle Carpenter, and did the get-back motion. So they are expecting Cundiff to punish another baseball here. We're stockpiling the water up here in the press box, Clay. Just hang on to it.
We'll keep him there. My wife found these little Skittles packets, sugar-free, that I said, well, if it tastes anything like Skittles, then you hit the jackpot on getting me to drink more water. And she won that battle. I had about those, I got those 40-ounce cups. I have, I don't know, about a handful plus of those a day.
Well, it's funny how those accumulate over time. 0-2, breaking ball. Cundiff way under that, and that is way up there. If it stays on the surface, maybe.
Oh.
Nope, into foul territory it goes in shallow left, and Grant Cundiff will live to go again.
Well, and that's that ball where it landed in foul territory. I mean, Carp had to run a really long way from left field, and Clay was running
way back from shortstop as well.
Short. And so that ball over there at times can be caught, but you've got to have blazing speed. You got to know it, and man, you got to really hope that somebody's calling for it because I've seen so many collisions take place in that corner.
And
scares me every time.
We've seen man versus fence over there as well. Cundiff laces that one down the left field line.
He just hit the foul pole.
Yes, he did.
He just hit a home run.
That is a home run for Grant Cundiff. With the wind at his back, but it doesn't matter how they get there. They all count. The Metropolitans are going to lead this thing 4-2 as Grant Cundiff goes bong off the left field foul pole.
He's surprised.
He's laughing at it as he crosses the plate.
Well, I saw the ball go up, and I was trying to lean down to look under the canopy for our third base side fans.
I was expecting to say foul ball there. That's apologies. I didn't get very rowdy about that.
Well, I kind of thought the same thing, and then at the last second I could barely see it, and I could see the angle of the ball coming back in, and that's how I was able to compute, wait a minute, that hit the foul pole. And then we got fruit snacks in the third base
Yeah, he signaled very quickly.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny.
4-2 Locos as Grant Cundiff rings the bell. Chris Meza fights one off right side. Charging in for the Mets is the second baseman Fitzpatrick. He'll make the flip for the out, and that is just one away.
He pull cued that one, hit that right off the end of the bat.
It had some masse, as the serious billiard players like to say.
Yeah.
He'll bring up Brock Robbins for the Locos. Again, 4-2, a two-run home run for Grant Cundiff. 2 for 2 with a triple and a homer. The hard part of the cycle is done. He's just got to go get a double and a single.
Go get her done.
So Brock Robbins, a construction worker from Republic, Missouri, coaches a 10U baseball team. Told us after just walking off the field from tryouts, heard him talking to a couple of guys, and he said, man, just trying out here was a dream come true. And then lo and behold, heard his name called in the GRBL draft, and here he is, game one.
And I love the fact, I love hearing about how many guys are out here playing, and they're, hey, I'm coaching a 7U, or I'm coaching a 10U, or whatever. And that's part about this game and this league that is neat, is you do have a bunch of around the area coaches, but one of my favorite things to do is help coach in this league, because there are a lot of young coaches out there trying to coach young kids, and there's part about the game they never learned, because when they were in high school or college, they got pinned to a position.
That's right, you get labeled as a specialist, and,
yes,
and then you specialize.
And so they didn't get to learn how the outfield is supposed to move, how the infield's supposed to move. And so you just get to kind of keep giving those nuggets, knowing that they're going to turn around and give it to their kids, and it's just it's a good cycle of continuing baseball knowledge to the next generation.
Caleb Kaufman just wiped out Brock Robbins with a 2-2 slider. 2 gone. Batter's going to be Dave Allen for the Locos. He played for the Springfield Mets in 2024, didn't come back in 2025 because he was pursuing a rather serious golf career. So Dave Allen, very good out on the links, and was qualified for some pretty serious amateur tournaments, but found the time in the schedule to come back. It was kind of another one of those late signer-uppers that we tend to have in the week before tryouts. And it's like, hey, Dave Allen's back. Cool. Yeah. So glad to see Dave back out here. But he still plays a rather serious game of golf if you're looking to perhaps lose some money on the links. I'm sure Dave could take it from you.
Well, here's what I know is I never put golf and serious in the same sentence when I apply it to myself.
Gotta kind of live within your means, right?
Yep, but I enjoy watching it.
He's down 1-2. I appreciate good golfers, because I am not one, and probably never will be. But some guys just get it. So 1-2, Caleb Kaufman trying to wiggle out of trouble and limit the damage. Bounces one, and Allen will not chase. Deuce is wild here. 4-2, the Locos have taken the lead. It's been a strange inning, but a good one for Republic all the same. Single by David Gutierrez and a 2-run homer off the left field foul pole by Grant Cundiff, the difference maker. Allen chased. Caleb Kaufman has maybe found a little something with the slider, sitting around 70 miles per hour. Back-to-back strikeouts for him. 4-2. Locos lead the Metropolitans. The bottom of the fourth is next.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
So the managerial chess match is afoot. The Locos will put the 3+ inning designation on their starter, Jacob Smith. So once Jacob Smith faces his first batter here in the bottom of the 4th, any Locos reliever will be limited to a maximum of 3 innings. So the inning limit rule afoot. Metropolitans still have their 3+ designation. I expect they're going to use it on Clay Murphy when he comes in to throw. But Chris Meza and the Locos going all in on Jacob Smith, leading 4-2. Metropolitans due to send up Caleb Kaufman, Jared Fox, and Kyle Carpenter this inning. Kevin Walsh, if we get there. I'm Rance Berger, my partner for this one, Clay Odell. Robert D. Lewis Memorial opening day here at Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri. Live coverage presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Coming up at 3, the Nixa Suckers take on the Branson Showmen, and then tonight at 6:15 in primetime, it's the Ozark Mountain Ducks against the Moon City Mavericks. If you can't be here at Meadow Park, be right here on the GRBL YouTube channel. $5 admission for fans, kids 12 and under, always free in the Grip and Rip. So here comes Caleb Kaufman for the Metropolitans. Grounded out to second first time up. He is from Wablo, Missouri, but now lives and works in Stratford. So a little bit closer to Springfield.
Just on the outskirts with a lot of road construction.
I-44 has always got a lane closure.
Man.
It's not a question of if, but where. His first pitch to Kaufman is outside to the screen. Chris Meza staying in there. He is the team's backup catcher and its player manager. Locos without the services of their first-round draft pick Creed Smiley today. So a little bit short-handed, but Gamely hanging in. 2-run lead.
Chris has some old-school 1970s stirrups going on there.
Yeah,
with the black socks under instead of white. That's a look right there, baby.
Locos, I wasn't sure if they were going to go to the black pants, but yeah, all black everything on a day when the forecasted high is 95 is certainly a choice you can make.
Yep.
And I didn't say it was a good choice, but it is a choice that you can make.
Yeah, especially when it's 120 out there on the field. You know those boys are going to feel it.
And Jacob Smith perhaps feeling it here, knowing that Republic expects him to go get 6 more outs as he ran that one inside, and he just walked Caleb Kaufman on 6 straight pitches. Man, that's something you see out here in the GRBL, where a starter goes into the 4th and a team says, okay, you're our guy, and then how often do we see, I don't know if it's mental, I don't know if it's physical, I couldn't tell you. It's just one of those strange phenomena where a lot of pitchers start to have problems in the 4th.
It's a slump hole, and a lot of the time, by the time they get to the 4th, you know, this is the time guys have already seen them once, maybe twice.
Indeed, and it is tough to go through the order a second time, and we've seen GRBL managers historically, work against that. Back in the days when before the 4-inning or the 5-inning rule came into effect, pitchers got 3 innings and that was it. And so the idea was just go one time through the order and then go sit down, give the ball to the next guy.
Yep.
sometimes we still see that approach every once in a while. You'll see a team go old school, whether they're trying to just rest some arms or throw the opposing batting order off balance. But Locos pushing some chips behind Jacob Smith here as he's jumped ahead 0-2 to Jared Fox following a foul ball. Fox from Weyburn, Saskatchewan, Canada, now calls Ozark, Missouri his home. Watch that one dip down below the zone to make it 1-2.
Yeah, having 0 outs, man on first, when you're down by 2, this is where you wish you had the speed. Get guys to be taking bags, 1 bag at a time, taking pitches, allowing that bag to be stolen, get in position, and then just slap and run, like I said earlier, manufacture runs to get that to be a 0-0 ball game again.
Mets down by 2. Jared Fox puts this one in the air to center field. Simpson steps in.
Two hands.
Couple shuffle steps, but
that's 2 he's had out there today. He didn't have to move very much.
Yeah, indeed. Just kind of reached up on the shelf and grabbed it that time. 1 down. Batter will be Kyle Carpenter. So Carp, pretty competent hitter in his own right. Sneaky good, really, with the baseball bat in his hand. Last couple of seasons, he is 4 for 15 with 3 walks. Runner goes. Meza fires. Throw is offline, so it's a stolen base for Kaufman. Metropolitans put 1 in scoring position. And this is just the Metropolitans know Chris Meza is not this team's starting catcher.
Right.
So you might as well test it and see what happens. And, you know, Caleb Kaufman being a high school baseball coach and Chris Meza also being a high school baseball coach, the boys know each other as Carpenter reaches out and slaps this one foul. So that's just heads up stuff for Kaufman.
Well, and I would want to put the pressure on Kellerstrass. Push that ball. Yeah, I've only got 1 out, so now I'm wanting to push. Because, again, we're only down by, you think about it as they go, okay, we're down by 2. We still need to cut the run in half and get in better position. If he pushes that thing.
Instead, he lifts it into shallow center. That's going to get down. There? Yeah, Simpson, it was like he didn't see it or just kind of stopped his charge. Carpenter just blooped it in front of the Locos center fielder. Kind of a look what I found first and third situation for Kevin Walsh.
Because I'm thinking, man, lay down that bunt on the third base side with Carp. Make them make the play at first, let alone maybe get crossed up, not know exactly what to do with that runner. Just testing their IQ defensively while they're out there. Put the pressure. It's still mid-game. But I think he got away with 1 out there.
Carpenter goes. Walsh swings and fouls it off, so he'll have to come back. Kevin Walsh, sponsored by First Residential Independent Mortgage. And that is where he works. He is a loan officer and a team leader there.
I bet Carp is walking back to first going, thinking, what are you swinging for?
Yeah. Come on, Kevin, help me out.
Yep. I talked to Tyler Jones. We were talking about our pet peeves in the game, and he said that was what it is.
Don't swing when I'm running.
Yep. Let me get the bag, then swing away. I told him my biggest pet peeve in all of baseball is when I would be on third with 0 or 1 out, and I couldn't get driven in.
It's a lonely feeling on that island, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's the stuff that keeps you up at night.
0-1 to Kevin Walsh. Jacob Smith contending with runners on first and third, 1 out. Carpenter goes again. Walsh reached out and swung and then lost the baseball bat. But Kyle Carpenter does get the stolen bag that time. Kevin has now fallen behind 0-2.
I'm okay.
We're just getting deliveries here. Goodness. What? I'm all right.
Feed us up here in the booth. Take care of us. Make sure we're, because it is hot. It's a long day in the booth, so the
ball gets away from Meza. He is at the backstop, and the Mets plate a run. It is now a 1-run ball game once more. Caleb Kaufman comes home to score on a wild pitch. It is now Locos 4, Mets 3. And the Mets have a runner on third, so Kevin Walsh with one out. Ground ball to the right side would tie the ball game at this juncture. 1-2 pitch. No. And Walsh showing some nice restraint.
But back to it, that's why it's important that runner on first, third, take second base if you can, because now, just like we saw, the pass ball, we still have a man on third again, and he's not on second or on first.
Carpenter feigned a takeoff as Walsh slices one foul, first base, and that hit. Did that hit Chris Meza on the hand there? I thought that was just strictly off the bat, but that was maybe bat to hand. Ugh. Chris is hurting, shaking off his throwing arm.
Hit his arm or shoulder, maybe.
Now first he was wiggling his hand, now he's shaking out the whole shoulder. Something not feeling good for the Locos player, manager, and catcher, Chris Meza. He says, "I'm all right." How much of that is just knowing, you know, you'd be looking at an emergency backup if he's not able to keep going. So 2-2 to Walsh. Runner on third, one out. Mets down by a run. Struck him out. He chased one. Inning's not over. Big opportunity here for the rookie Caleb Spangler.
Spangler.
He is the Mets EH from Helena, Montana. Now lives in Reeds Spring, Missouri. General manager of a coffee shop in Branson.
I wonder what he thinks when people say the Ozark Mountains. He's probably like, these ain't mountains.
Yeah, he's from Big Sky country.
What you calling mountains? Well, right here, 2 outs, baby. This is where you start to earn your paycheck and really find your worth. You got a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Who's going to put the ball in play and actually hit the ball hard still, or find a hole, or get the gap, get that run, keep the inning going?
Fielder's pretty well straight away and at standard depth for Caleb Spangler, who grounds this one to the second baseman. Robbins charging in, and he won't get there. Spangler's going to be safe, and moreover, Kyle Carpenter is safe at home. It's 4-4. We are tied.
Okay, kids, listen up again. Watch that replay. Easy ground ball. When you're on the infield like that, you're going to be tempted to try to do Derek Jeter and go down one-handed. You got all the time in the world. Run up on that ball, separate your feet, get your rear end down, get your hands out front, use 2 hands, field it, and make the clean play to get out of the inning.
So instead, it's Austin Schilt for the Mets. The go-ahead run is aboard in the form of Caleb Spangler. And for Jacob Smith, this nightmarish 4th inning continues. A scoring derby underway here on opening day. Mets and Locos.
He fights it off.
I'm going to say, I think in a way, Clay Murphy is probably happy. His Mets, with 4 runs in 4 innings, have just gone off in comparison to what the 2025 Mets were doing in the way of scoring. However, spotting the other team 4, probably giving him a little bit of heartburn. So Austin Schilt, number 10 man in the batting order. That's something else we can get into as far as what makes the GRBL a little bit different. Teams can use a designated hitter. They can also use an extra hitter, but you don't have to. You can use a 9-man batting order, or you can use a 10-man batting order. Once you commit to one with your starting lineup, you're stuck with it for the game. So you can't go from 9 to 10 or 10 to 9 unless you have significant evidence of an injury or something.
No.
No, you're good.
Show the replay. Go back to Spangler. Oh, he was 3/4 of the way to the bag, and it was a foul off. And his reaction of hitting that bag, turning around, realizing it was a foul ball, was priceless.
So you're saying he's probably not going here on the 1-2. No, he does not. No. And Austin Schilt did, however. He is down on strikes. An emotional inning for the Springfield Metropolitans that featured a little bit of everything, including a 2-run score. So that makes it 4-4. Locos and Mets knotted up after 4. We're just getting started here on Robert Lewis Memorial Opening Day in the GRBL. Back with more from Meadow Park after this.
Remanufacturing isn't just a process, it's a legacy. From the seasoned hands of our experts to the eager spirit of the new generation, we bridge the gap by bringing together knowledge and innovation. We are one team with diverse experiences. We are moving toward one goal to ensure our future thrives. We are on one mission to pass down wisdom and embrace the new, ensuring the earth flourishes for generations to come. We are CNH Reman.
Business picking up for the Springfield Metropolitans. Player manager Clay Murphy says to himself, whom can you trust at the end of the day? How about me? He is putting himself onto the pitcher's mound. GRBL Hall of Famer, perhaps one of the greatest of all time to ever do it. 159 and a third innings pitched for Murphy, 25 earned runs in the last 5 seasons. 115 hits. He has struck out an all-time share of the league record, 220 batters, just 7 walks, and 6 hit batsmen. It's a career ERA of 1.41 for the GRBL's 2025 Hall of Fame inductee out of Wolf Lake, Illinois. Played all of his college baseball career at Missouri State University. So the Mets, Clay Odell, with their 3+ designation intact. I can't help but feel like Clay Murphy is taking the baseball right now, and he is going to count on himself to go the distance.
Well, if you can't trust yourself, who can you trust?
That's
if
just
if
it.
you don't believe in yourself, who can you believe in when it comes to this? And so for him to say, hey, man, give me the ball, last 5 innings, that's that's the kind of confidence we want to have in a pitcher, confidence in a player manager, especially one that we know and have trust that can get the job done. Now, the issue now is, okay, what kind? How are the Locos going to generate runs?
Carter Rinney grounds this one to the second baseman. Fitzpatrick throw to Alex Kelly is in time at first base for the first out.
Because Clay can strike you out. There's no different doubt about that. He can equally throw a lot of ground balls.
And I think that's mission critical for him. Yes, you are along with Skylar Henson. Right now they're both at 220 lifetime. So Clay Murphy's next strikeout will put him #1 all time, and he knows that too. However, a few lazy groundouts might just be the ticket to propel the Metropolitans forward in this baseball game as Jacob Smith bats. He swings and misses, and these two guys were on the same pitching staff together as part of the 2021 Moon City Mavericks, statistically speaking, the greatest GRBL champions of all time. The 0-2 to Smith, and with that is 221 strikeouts lifetime for Clay Murphy. He is all by himself on the top of the mountain, the Grip and Rip League's all-time leading strikeout man.
Congratulations to Clay. We'll see what. Where did you say Skylar falls on?
He's
that?
at 220. So they were both, oddly enough, they were both at 220 coming into this game.
Okay, so this could be short-lived.
No, Henson's not playing this year. Skylar Henson is not. No. We're not calling it a retirement, but
taking a year off.
Well, he and his wife Alex are welcoming a second child. As there's a ball that ricochets off Murphy's mitt. Fitzpatrick had to hurry, softball style.
Ed's giving that one.
And, are you saying the tie went to the fielder, Odell?
Yeah, when you see him start to punch him out before the play is fully over, it's like, I don't know about that one, but no, that was a good play.
It's a 4-3 ground out and a 3-up, 3-down inning for Clay Murphy. Again, now the GRBL's all-time leader in strikeouts. We're going to gather it up, come back, and bring you the bottom of the fifth. Scores tied, Locos 4, Mets 4.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially to scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well.
How about that? That's why you get the big bucks, Clay Odell. You're able to identify our winner of the 5th inning kids race, Logan Ball.
Yep.
And as our PA announcer Daniel Davis astutely noted, looks like he's in his church clothes, but still turning on the wheels at the right moment.
We went to church this morning, and he stayed the night with my son last night, and then went to church this morning. I said, well, we're going straight to the ballpark after this. You know, you sure you want to go? Yep. You sure you want to wear these clothes? Yep. Okay.
Dressed to impress and dressed to run, as it turned. Oh boy, now we got that's one of the Simpson kids trying to get some extra action on the ball field. It's a Henry's towing, or check that, it is a Rapid Roberts pitching change for the Republic Locos, who call on Colton Simons. So Jacob Smith's day on the mound is done. Colton Simons, sponsored by Inkburst Studios and The Dugout, is on for Republic. A season ago, 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 4 hits, struck out 3, walked 1, and hit a guy for a 4.13 ERA. Have to go back to September 28th is the last time Colton Simons pitched. 1 scoreless inning with nothing of note to tell you about. It was just all goose eggs. Simons originally from Las Vegas, Nevada, went to Shadow Ridge High School. Yeah, we talked about people moving to Republic, Missouri. Clay, yeah, he was a great example of that. Just family moved to Southwest Missouri. He found the Grip and Rip League just by Googling places to play baseball in Springfield, Missouri. Showed up to a workout without knowing a soul, and has quickly become a mainstay.
I think that's one of the things I found out about all the different people moving to Republic that I've met that come from the west side of our country, particularly from Las Vegas and further out west, is this is, you know, here this is our league, and it's the only men's baseball league for miles. Where you go out west, they're like 2, 3, 4, 5 leagues, man. Like, you guys don't have this going on here? And I'm like, well, we do. Yeah. We got one league. It's called GRBL. Get out there.
So Simons played some MSBL, and then, you know, Las Vegas also hosts tournaments.
Yeah.
It's a getaway destination because of the temperatures, and so he could often, you know, just get out there on the free agent marketplace, and a team traveling to Las Vegas from another place in the country would need to pick up one more guy, and Colton Simons could sometimes be that guy.
That's interesting.
So Metropolitans turning over the batting order here. 3rd time through, Jared Brashler leads things off. Hit an RBI double out to left center field in the 3rd. 4-4 is the score at the moment. All knotted up. Springfield and Republic. Brashler ahead in the count here, 1-0.
Starting off with a little bit of backwards pitching. Led off with a curveball, looked like there.
Comes back with the high heat, but Brashler declining to go upstairs. 1 for 2 today is the airline pilot from Bolivar, Missouri. Fastball in, and so Simon's kind of all around the zone, looking to dial.
Looks like he's struggling a little bit with his footwork on that mound. I hate pitching on the turf. I'm 42, and when I came out here and I wanted to pitch and did that, I said, "The heck with that! I'm never doing that again."
Now, are you a guy who likes to go dig in the dirt?
Yeah, I want the dirt, but I want metal spikes. You can't have them out here.
Right.
It's a different feel, and I could see Colton a couple times there, kind of kicking his feet on that. So I think he's trying to maybe get his feel for it on his lower half still.
Oh, that one looked pretty good as he got Brashler to swing and a miss at 79 miles per hour. Yeah, what I've heard is, pitchers who tend to take longer strides like the artificial turf, and then pitchers who like to dig and maybe like to have a little bit more of a dramatic elevation change when they're coming down off that rubber tend to have
I think
a harder time.
It's definitely a different feel for anybody. I've got a long stride. I mean, when I took a stride, my back knee was dang near on the ground, like Seaver. So
yeah.
I had a long stride. My thing was I wanted the stability in my front foot to hit and plant.
Gotcha.
So I could rotate better. It's just a feel. Every pitcher is just a little bit different. All I'm saying is for that, it looked like he was struggling those first couple pitches to feel like his feet were under him.
Well, and we just saw him bounce a 3-2 there to Brash for a leadoff walk here. So Colton will have to dial it in. The other thing about the GRBL is, Simon started this game. He was playing the outfield, so he's going from being a position player to pitching.
Right.
So, when you're a reliever, you don't always get the full routine, and if you're a guy who likes a longer warm-up routine, you like to go to the bullpen, there's the psychological elements as well. So
right.
We've seen often where a position player comes on to pitch and then just struggles to dial in for a moment. Brashler's going to take off and swipe second base, and I expect the Mets to do a lot more of that as this one unfolds, especially if the game stays close.
Yeah, but that is baseball, baby. Steal bases, take them. I don't do it in smart times, smart ways, and that, like right there, Brashler was taking it. Clay didn't pull up. We're not swinging, fouling off. I want him to be fresh in case there's a pass ball and he needs to get to third and come around.
Simons looks back at second at the runner Brashler. Murphy showed bunt, pulled it back, and watched Steerike 2.
Yeah, I think he's wanting to check what Kellerstrass is going to do on third, whether he's going to draw him in or is he going to stay deep. Same with first side of the infield.
Definitely giving Clay Murphy as much right side as he wants. Simons missed high. Not bad, a head 0-2, throw a high fastball. It's maybe not at the where the S on the ball cap is.
Right.
Maybe not that high.
Throw a high fastball and then you drop a curve and starts out in the same funnel but ends different.
Yep, that was the breaking pitch. Murphy knew that was coming, but he got way out in front of it. Fouled it off the hands of his third base coach, Dustin Thomason there.
You're going to have a tough out with Clay. I mean, he's a pretty disciplined hitter.
Well, you don't get 50 hits in a career out here by taking hacks at bad stuff. Simons ran that one in, did not get the call on the inner half, and we're 2 up.
I think that one of the things that Colton can do well is mix up his pitches. Some guys tend to stick with just 2. And every once in a while throw their third. There's a nice hit, 5-5.
Tried to hammer the curveball. Mets are going to send it here. Brashler going, no, he's not.
No.
And a great cut by Kellerstrass. Brashler, so you say that awe? Are you going to say he chickened out there, Clay?
No, I'm not saying chicken out. I'm not saying whatever. I just, mine made up, ball like that, you're either going or you're not.
Right.
It seemed, I'd have to watch the replay, but it did seem that, man, he had already rounded third on his way before he scooped that ball up.
Felt like he was committed to, and then Brashler woed up. I will say this, the worst thing that can happen is you lose your footing trying to make that 180 pivot. Brashler did not So good on him for not just yard sailing it and getting himself tagged out. Nonetheless, first and third, still nobody out here for the Metropolitans in a tie ball game. Jordan Fitzpatrick fouls off a jam sandwich. That's going to get over the awning. 0-1 when we come back.
Yeah, I think that on a play like that, round and third, first game of the year, mid-game, you don't know how the rest of it's going to go. I'm pushing. Go ahead. Let's see if we can make the run, make the throw.
Score's tied.
Yeah, I want to test the arms, too. I want to see who's got it out there.
This one's going to stay on the infield, and right on the foul line, Tanner Kellerstrass, the third baseman, makes the catch. That's a big retirement there to get Fitzpatrick. One gone. First and third for Alex Kelly with one out. Sponsored by Alex Kelly, Edward Jones, financial advisor. He's from Fort Collins, Colorado, now lives in Republic, Missouri, an American Baseball Coaches Association third-team All-American at St. Louis University. .333 career average at the Division I level. He's ahead 1-0 here. Started the game in left field, now playing first for the Mets. Kept the same lineup, just moved the furniture around the living room a little bit.
Right.
Got to do that once in a while.
Every once in a while.
My problem is when I move living room furniture, I unearth a lot of children's toys these days.
It's the way it works. I'm really kind of surprised Clay hasn't taken second base in the aspect of, you know who's in the lineup, you know who you got behind you, you're trying to help your own cause. If I'm pitching and I'm on first, there's third, one out, I'm taking second because I want to be there, because if Big Thunder comes up and drives one in the gap, I can be the second run to score on that, and therefore I am helping my own cause getting a 2-run lead as opposed to going out there pitching an even ball game or only a 1-run.
Off-speed pitch grounded up the middle to the shortstop. Gutierrez is going to go for one. They get it, and that does plate a run for the Mets. Brashler comes across. It is 5-4. Springfield back out in front. So Murphy was safe at second. Locos opted not to go for the double play ball.
A little bit of fielder's choice there.
Well, it goes a ground out in. That is not Gutierrez. That's Carter Rennie playing short.
Carter Rennie. Dang, didn't recognize him.
Started the game as the EH. Tell you what, man, they have the all-black uniforms. You think you know a guy. This is the new villainous version of Carter Rennie, right? One of the all-time good guys.
You look so much thinner in black.
Hey, the fashionistas will tell you, Clay.
Oh,
black
man.
is a thinning garb. The 1-0 to Caleb Kaufman swung on, sent foul, well out of play. How about the Mets? They actually ran out of medium jerseys for some reason. So Carter Rennie, for the first time in his life playing in a large, he said, I'm just going to have to grow my way into it.
There you go.
Something to aspire to, right?
Something to aspire to.
1-1. This is lifted. Back to the screen goes the catcher, Meza. He will not get there.
Took him a minute to try to find it. I don't think he found it right off the bat. He knew the direction in which it was going.
Yeah,
and that was right up in the sun.
And the baseball is gray at this point because of it's picked up a lot of the shredded black rubber from the AstroTurf. So slightly gray baseball against a cloudless sky. Yada yada yada. And the bottom line is Caleb Kaufman lives to fight another day here. 1-2, and I'm sure he'll take a second chance with a runner on second and now a 1-run lead. He's trying to extend it. Watches ball 2 go past. Well, if you like offensive production, this has been good for that. 9 runs between the teams.
Colton wanted that one, believed in it.
Yes, he did.
You know, he was starting to walk off like, all right, that's enough for today, for this inning. But Kaufman, he didn't. He kind of reacted like he thought it was a ball, but had to check with Blue to make sure that he was going to get that call, you know.
He did not do the oh really look back. He just sort of hung out in the batter's box. This is popped.
And here comes Colton.
Yeah,
He's got a beat on it.
Simons saw it go, but that one did get over the net and into the stands. It's going to be a 50-cent foul ball when it comes down. And yeah, the physics at play, that ball's going to carry behind the stands, but it will stay in the ballpark. That's a lot of work for 2 shiny quarters.
Yeah.
From our friends at the Bank of Missouri.
Well, it's fun watching the kids go, trying to get them to get the foul ball, to get the quarters. It keeps them engaged, keeps them.
Hey, that's concession money right there.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to go get a candy bar? Go to work.
Yep.
So it'll be 3-2, a full house for Caleb Kaufman, trying to extend this rally for the Metropolitans. Simons deals, checks,
punches him out.
Yes, he did. Looking. Rally is over, but not before. The Springfield Metropolitans score. Jared Brashler took a walk, advanced on a single, an RBI ground out makes it 5-4. Springfield leads Republic on Robert D. Lewis Memorial opening weekend in the Grip and Rip League. Inning number 6 is next.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Couple of defensive maneuvers for the Springfield Metropolitans in the 6th. Robert Fackrell has come on. He will play third base. Dustin Thomason also out of the dugout. He is at first. Still Jared Fox behind the plate for the Mets. Caleb Kaufman, the shortstop, and Jordan Fitzpatrick at second base. We're looking at Kyle Carpenter, Jared Brashler, and Austin Schiltz in the outfield, and the mound man remains Clayton Murphy, the GRBL Hall of Famer, now the league's all-time leader in strikeouts in a class by himself, 221 for his career. We'll see another one of those strikeout leaders coming up today at 3 o'clock as the Branson Showmen take on the Springfield Metropolitans, or take on the Nixa Suckers, excuse me. I'm saying Metropolitans because they're playing, but Josh Engler has been named the opening day starter for the Suckers, and with 188 career strikeouts, he rates 4th all-time.
Nice.
And climbing, to say the least, we expect. 5-4, Metropolitans lead the Locos. 6th inning about to get going. Tanner Kellerstrass bats for Republic. Skies one up and out of play, foul. Kellerstrass sponsored by Martino Training Systems. Second-year man from Springfield, Missouri, out of Oklahoma Wesleyan University. .439 on-base percentage as a college athlete. Had a .330 batting average, 30 for 91 lifetime with 25 RBIs. He's down 0-2 after a couple of fouls. Murphy locks in. Slider got him.
Punched him out. Punched him out. I mean, he's not wasting any time. That's what I've always appreciated about Clay. It does happen, going full count, going deep into a count, 2-3 balls, But most of the time he's up 0-2, up 1-2, and just he's attacking you.
Especially
so.
first time through the order. You know, he has enough confidence in his stuff to be aggressive. Colton Simons, nice drive and a nice snag by Jordan Fitzpatrick. Took a jump hook throw and it was offline. Dustin Thomason prevented further damage, but Simons is on. Gonna probably go infield single on that, as the old as the official scoring rule is, you know, could another fielder have done that with normal effort? And I do believe, Clay, it would have taken much more than normal effort for that
considerable
to be successful. Plus, you know, in the GRBL, we tend to officially score things as if we are everybody's dad running the game changer app.
Oh my God! Oh man! After what I've seen this last spring and summer, anybody who wants to believe game changer stats in youth and high school ball is living in a complete state of delusion.
Here's David Gutierrez, Republic's starting shortstop, rookie from Managua, Nicaragua.
Well, let's see if they can manufacture one. You know, Colton's a smart base runner. He's got good reads. If there's a good shot, maybe outfield.
Double play ball to the shortstop. They get one. The Metropolitans do not. Turn 2. So Simon slide as Kaufman relayed the ball to Fitzpatrick just enough. Gutierrez safe at first, but it is 2 away. So here is the man of the hour, the man with the power, Grant Cundiff, 2 for 2 with a triple, a home run, 3 runs batted in. Rang the foul pole in left field last time up, but it is a different kettle of fish facing Clay Murphy. Just a short lead for Gutierrez, the runner at first. Knowing Murphy's going to be particular, as Cundiff foul-tipped a slider from Clay Murphy at 80 miles per hour. Counts even 1-1. Cundiff sponsored by CNH Industrial Reman. Strike 2 goes past at 81.
Well, I mean, he's just going after him. I mean, that's as a coach looking at pitchers, kids. That's what your coaches want to see.
Tried the heater on the outer half there, nothing doing. It's off the plate.
There isn't a manager out there who'd be upset with the player that, you know, throws strikes consistently, getting up 0-2, up 1-2. And even if they're 1-2 or 2-2, they're getting that third strike, attacking the zone like that.
Wiped him out with a slower version of the slider there. Cundiff retired for the first time today, but it comes at a big moment for the Springfield Metropolitans. They lead the Republic Locos 5-4, middle of the 6th. We're back with more Grip and Rip baseball in a moment.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ranceberger and Clay Odell with you live for this one. At Meadow Park, it is opening day for the 11th season of the Grip and Rip Baseball League here in the Springfield, Missouri metro area. We're watching indeed, yes. We've got a full battery swap coming up for the Railmen. The Republic Locos are changing pitcher and catcher. Behind the plate goes Colton Simons, as evidenced by that glorious flow of hair coming out of the back of the hockey-style mask. And then on the mound for the Locos, sponsored by the Twin Crescent Drive-In in Buffalo, Missouri, he is Justin Fruit Snacks Loudon.
The old Fruit Snack.
Had a good year in 2025 for the Branson Showman. 17 2/3 innings. He allowed 9 earned runs on 14 hits, struck out 6. The one knock on Justin Loudon from a season ago, too many walks. He walked 15 batters in those 17 innings. Also hit 6 guys. That you can live with if a guy's being aggressive on the inner half, but computed out to a 4.5 ERA. It was a turnaround season, I would say, for Fruit Snacks after he struggled in 2024. But Justin Loudon's been part of some very good teams through the years. He's a student of the game, consumes just about as much GRBL media as we put out there. So the big advantage for Justin is he's going to know what to expect from each and every one of these batters coming up, even the new guys. He's done his best to study up and try to know what to do. It's going to come down to execution for him, and we will see how well he works with Colton Simons, because as you mentioned, Clay, this is a full battery swap, and these are two guys who have not worked together previously in game situations. Folks who maybe watch a lot of pro baseball or a lot of college baseball say, yeah, it doesn't matter, pitcher should be able to work with anybody, but I am a believer in pitcher-catcher chemistry, and I'm seeing you nodding your head that tells me, hey, I don't know everything about baseball, but maybe I know something there.
Well, you definitely are right on that. I mean, yes, a pitcher can go out and work with any catcher, get pitches over the plate, but the chemistry of having a feel, the trust and chemistry and knowing that, I may not know this hitter, but my catcher knows this hitter, so I'm going to follow the signs, or you can communicate the chemistry of just being in the one state and one mind of inside, outside, up, down, where you're not having to talk about it a whole lot. You're just in that rhythm.
Yeah.
It's a huge benefactor. Can't stress it enough. When I pitched, there were catchers I couldn't stand throwing to that I was stuck throwing to, and then I had catchers that when I knew they were behind the plate, it was a good day. It was a quick day, fast day. So that happens a lot, and like you were talking about Fruit Snacks, he's done a lot of homework in studying all of these different hitters, and so he's going to have an advantage over Colton per se, where Colton can say we can go in and out, and I can help get in position and locate and catch, but Fruit Snacks is going to be the one who's going to, this is the pitch I need to throw to this guy. This is where his weakness is,
Snacks has fallen behind Canada's greatest export, Jared Fox, 2-1. They got one of the GRBL's all-time greats straight out of the chute. He bends a curveball into the zone to even the count 2-2. Locos have moved Grant Cundiff to left field. Ravani Rosalia has come off the bench to play right. It's still Trent Simpson out there in center. The infield still Tanner Kellerstrass. They've got David Gutierrez back at shortstop. Carter Rennie's gone to second, and Dave Allen's at first. Fox reached out and pulled that one sharply down the left field line. That's going to get down fair off the wall for extra bases. Nice job by Cundiff to get the ball off the wall quickly and limit Jared Fox to a double. But G. Fox sat back waiting for the off-speed pitch, and he drove it.
He did. He hit a hard line drive to left field. Just a one-hopper off the Edward Jones sign, probably about 10, 15 feet in fair play from the foul pole. And that right there, easy stand-up double. But kids, again, lead off. That's what you do. And the money's to be made from foul pole to foul pole. So work the whole field. There's gaps and holes everywhere. Find one, and he sure did.
Jared Fox, 2 hits today. Oddly enough, they've both been leading off innings. So maybe they've got it all wrong and should put him in the leadoff spot all the time. Here's Robert Fackrell getting his first plate appearance of 2012, entering the game.
He's got some flowing locks himself this year.
The hair is back for Fack. You'll love to see it. He had 4 hits in 17 ABs a season ago. 1 run batted in. Big RBI opportunity this time with the wind blowing out from home plate to left field. Said he's going to go right side, but that is sprayed and sliced foul.
Well, and he's always got such a positive, happy attitude. He's the guy that you gotta have in your dugout.
And
just
he has been a Met now for 4 consecutive seasons, counting this one. I asked Clay Murphy about that, and he said, man, I just know what I get from Fack. He never complains.
Yep.
He's always up, up, up. You know, that's just a guy I want to have on my team, and so when he's available in the draft, I go up and get him. Simple as that.
And you kids listen to what Rance was just saying. He was talking to the managers. Why do you take this particular player? And above everything, what he's saying is attitude. He's positive. He's got your back. He's building you up. He's keeping you loose. He's encouraging you to just, do great things out there. And no matter how good you are, no matter if you're the best or the worst player on your team, there's no excuse for anybody to have a better attitude than you. There's no excuse for anybody to out-hustle you. And so be that guy. And he just wears one. Yes, Loudon. Don't walk him, hit him.
He's even going to have a good attitude about that as Loudon and Fackrell, a couple of the louder personalities you'll find in the GRBL, exchange a high five after Fackrell got hit on the left hip.
Well, and that's the thing about Fackrell that you just see. Hey, man, it's not a problem.
Well,
we can compete.
Fackrell is tougher than a $2 steak. He was a college wrestler at the University of the Ozarks down in Arkansas, and he was a very good high school wrestler before that. So, yeah, tough as all get out. A 70-something mile-per-hour ball on the hip is not going to bother him until tomorrow. First offering to Dustin Thomason is down. So Thomason from Willard, Missouri, second-year man. Surprised himself by making a team in 2025. This year looked, a lot more just all business going through tryouts and the preseason. So we're expecting a better, more confident Dustin Thomason here in 2026.
Dustin had a good year last year. They were struggling with the Mets. I mean, they just had that year. They hit the ball. It was just right at guys.
Yeah.
And there were some shots I remember him tagging last year, and a third baseman or a shortstop or who just didn't even have to move.
Yeah, the old Adam ball. It was hit right at him.
Yeah, and so they're through the whole off season. That's the stuff you think about, and so you want to come out the next year going, I don't want to do that again. I want to be line drives, find the whole gap, and it doesn't matter what your age is. Different guys come out here at different ages. And one year it's happy-go-lucky, and then they go, wait a minute. And the next year, like I said, it can be all business.
Wait a minute. I think I can dial it up a little bit here. We see that a lot. There's a big attitude shift. We see third-year players statistically tend to do very well in the GRBL, but there is a big shift between the I'm just happy to be here guy who's a rookie and the now I'm back and I want some more second-year guy.
Yep.
So Thomason 2-1 after a pitch hit Colton Simons. That was the
he
reason
called
for
that
the
a
slight
strike.
pause. Yes, he did.
Okay.
2-2.
I wonder if he was calling it on where it was at in the zone, or whether he thought
I think he was calling
it
that. Yeah, he was going to say I think Thomason did not check sufficiently. Whatever. Hey, he's not protesting it too much. So a 2-2 reaches out and lifts this one. That's going to tail foul right side, and it will get down out of the reach of the right fielder, Rosalia.
This is where Fruit Snacks needs to get the out. Like you were talking about the execution. Nobody questions none of us question his ability to read hitters, no hitters, know what pitch to throw.
Yeah.
But every year as we get older, the body becomes a little bit more stiff, a little bit less flexible and mobile. Locating and spotting those pitches becomes more and more difficult, and what we call that is execution.
Yep.
And like you said, that's going to be his struggle, and he's kind of put himself in a little bit of a pickle right here with two hit batsmen in a row.
And that was the case where that ball just did not. He's trying to spin a curveball. Ball clearly did not exit his hand properly, and it hit Dustin Thomason right in the kidneys.
And really what you want to do in those times where you're not getting the snap on your curveball, you're not getting it over the plate, you're hitting guys, you're losing that control. One of the best things to do is back off on just throwing that pitch altogether in that inning and start to just focus on spotting your fastball. knee high inside, knee high outside. Hit that fastball, go to a circle changeup or a slider, somewhere you're not having to snap off the ball. You just have a different grip, but you're able to keep your same motion. And that's a struggle for a lot of guys because they think, no, a curveball is one of my better two pitches. Well, as they say in many days, not today. So if it ain't today, then just stick with your fastball.
I'm not sure Loudon might have injured
hurt himself,
something. Yeah,
maybe.
we saw a center stone mound visit, and yeah, he threw
He's
one
walking.
warm-up pitch, and he's walking off. Oh goodness! An
That's
opening
not good.
day exit, definitely unscheduled for Justin Loudon of the Republic Locos. And the Locos were shorthanded pitching-wise anyway. They are without Brian Sanchez today, along with their starting catcher Creed Smiley. So now, forced to go to some emergency options here. It is a Rapid Roberts pitching change. They're going to bring Dave Allen off of first base and onto the pitcher's mound. Allen did pitch. First of all, no official pitching stats in the grip and rip for Dave Allen. Didn't pitch at all as a rookie with the Mets. He did pitch an inning for the Locos in the preseason, and looked the part, looked serviceable. But this is just not. This was not in the script. This is an unscheduled move, and for the Locos, trailing by a run. This is just this is a tremendous setback for the Locos.
Well, and he wasn't holding his shoulder or his elbow or anything, and so I just.
But whatever it was, he threw that one warm-up pitch. He tried to spin a curveball again, and then he just walked straight off. There was no, hey, I'm sorry. I mean, didn't even look at his catcher, Colton Simons. He walked straight off the hill. So Republic getting Dave Allen ready to go. We'll take this opportunity to go ahead and tell you today at 3 o'clock, Robert D. Lewis Memorial opening weekend rolls on with the Branson Showmen taking on the Nixa Suckers. Jacob Carlson will be the starting pitcher for the Showmen against Josh Engler for Nixa. A couple of right-handers there. Then at 6:15, baseball night in the Ozarks is a rematch of the 2025 championship game. The reigning and defending world champion Moon City Mavericks will send the #1 overall pick in the 2026 draft, Logan Wiley, to the pitcher's mound against the Ozark Mountain Ducks. They are starting A.J. Musser. Funny enough, Musser was the starter for Moon City in that aforementioned championship game. It's an old case by Austin Kendrick. If you can't beat them, draft them. And so he drafted the starting battery from that Moon City team. Both A.J. Musser and Alex Bird will be in action tonight for Ozark in what's going to be a lot of fun.
Two good picks. Can't complain about those picks at all.
I got tasty starting pitching matchups here on opening day. Interesting move, I think, by Carlson, calling his own number. He's going to start himself and use himself as an opener for the Showmen. And then they're planning to platoon it a little bit when it comes to pitching. They feel like we drafted everything else well. We're going to play good defense. We're going to hit the ball, and pitching will come together. Somebody's going to emerge, and so Jacob Carlson is going to have a go first off. So Dave Allen getting some extended time to get loose here, coming from first base straight to the mound. Didn't have any opportunity to work in the pen. First time for him to pitch to Colton Simons, the catcher, as well. So here we go. Chris Meza is replacing Allen at first, and the batter for the Metropolitans will be a pinch hitter. This is Brandon Louder, a rookie from Marshfield, Missouri. He looked very good in the preseason, had a couple of hits, including a double off the wall, but this is his first official GRBL action right here, right now. 25 years old, making the switch from slow pitch softball, as many a GRBL newcomer does.
Well, it's not as an easy transition as people think.
No, sir. Not in the least. Probably first time in 7 or 8 years that Brandon Louder has seen live pitching.
Oh, gosh, yeah. It was a full decade when I came in, a decade plus, and now being, if there was something that happened when I was hit by pitch.
Allen hits Louder. So the bludgeoning continues. That is now 3 consecutive Mets batters who have been hit. That one also trots in a run. as Spangler scores, and it is now 6-4.
And something happened when I turned 39 and my eyes got a little bit worse. Now I can't see anything very, very well like that, at least coming out of the hand, out of the pitcher. And so depending on your age, a lot of young kids, the league tends to be getting younger.
Yeah.
A lot of new younger guys, where maybe us older guys it's kind of, all right. I realize that pro ball players are retiring by the time they're my age, so what am I doing out here? And where these young guys, you're in your 20s, you can still see it, pick it up, and do that. And this is the time to still get out here and play.
Yep, Austin Schilt is a prime example. He's in his low 20s. You know, went to Nixa High School and played baseball there, then went and decided I'm going pro in something else. So about 6 years of schooling at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Now he's working as an anesthesiologist assistant here in Springfield. And thought, hey, yeah, you know, I can get back into baseball. And he had a good tryout.
And this is his rookie year?
It is.
Correct?
He's brand new.
All
Austin
right.
Schilt. Father's name is Mike Schilt. No, not that Mike Schilt, but it's fun to say, isn't it? 1-1 fastball goes high.
Well, the bases loaded with 0 outs is a tough position to come in and pitch. Because you're like, well, no matter what I do, I'm giving up runs,
right.
You know.
And you know, Chris Meza's hopefully communicated that to Dave Allen. As here's a dribbler to the pitcher, he's going to throw it back to the mound. Simons takes the force out at the plate, and so in that case, you know, Allen made a decent read, and they keep a run from scoring.
He made the right play, which is just get one, take it one out at a time. They can still get out of the inning without giving up any runs. I mean, you can get a double play here. It could be back to the pitcher, you know, back to a 1-2-3 double play.
That's what I was looking at. The fielders they're still playing in and kind of pinching on the corners, but the middle infielders for the Locos are positioned where they could go for the double play here. Batters Jared Brashler. Bases loaded, 1 gone. Metropolitans trying to make a 2-run lead greater.
Yeah, if I was Brashler, I'm looking to hit it off that play it again sports sign. I am waiting for an outside pitch. I'm looking to go other way and hit the seams off the thing.
Outfielders are giving him room to pull. So yeah, you're right. A little push would do a lot of wonders if he can do it.
But that's where a lot of hitters sometimes they'll make the plan, but then they're not patient to just let it happen.
Sure.
They try to attack it and make it happen too hard, and they get a little bit too antsy, and they're out in front of the ball. Even though you have a plan, be patient and let it come to you.
Ball and a strike to Brashler. Dave Allen winds and deals a breaking pitch. That was nice, 1-2.
But so he's throwing breaking pitches low and away. If you're geared up to hit the other way, then you're just waiting for that pitch. Don't be sitting on fastball, sit on breaking ball, wait till it breaks, and then drive it that way.
They try a fastball that time, and Simons threw the chest out to keep that one in front and keep the runner at bay over there on third.
Because when you're in the third, like we're in the second half of the game, we're in the 2/3. I'm not looking for anybody to be coming inside on me because I don't want you to be able to pull it.
Brashler got out in front of a breaking pitch there, and you can see the body language. He just did the old shucks hand, and he said, gosh, I was impatient there.
Yep.
And he knows it too.
And that's the sign of a smart hitter, is when they react that way and they know, that's what I should have done. Okay, be patient. You're still going to attack the zone, but still you got to let the ball come to you.
2 strikes. Brashler slightly open stance, reaches out and pokes one. That is going to be caught by Rennie, the second baseman. Runners do dive back safely, so they're not able to double off Louder, but that does put a very important out up on the board. Mets now 2 away with the bases loaded, leading by 2. Locos trying to squirm out.
Well, let's see if Clay's got what his plan is.
Not necessarily the guy you want to see walking up right here, by the way, Clay Murphy.
Which a lot of guys will have the plan to go other way, but it's how you go the other way. Are you looking to drive it or just put it in play? You know.
2 for 3 on the day is Murphy with hits number 50 and 51. As he watched ball 1 go by, kind of grabbing his left hamstring there. Not sure if that's just the sign of an aging ball player or if something more sinister.
Hopefully just the aging.
Drink your water, eat your potassium, do the things you're supposed to do, and on a day like today, you know, Clay said this before the game. He's like, I texted my guys on Monday and said, hey, if you haven't already, go do something outside. Go do yard work. Go spend a couple hours in your driveway. Get acclimatized to what we're going to be dealing with on Sunday. I don't want to see any of you drop.
Nope. The minimal, especially with this kind of heat.
Here's a grounder to the shortstop.
Got
Gutierrez to Rennie. Wow, what a job squirming by the Locos behind the pitching of David Allen with some help from his friends. That middle infield of Carter Rennie and David Gutierrez limits the damage, so it is 6-4. Springfield Metropolitans lead the Republic Locos. We get ready to go to the stretch inning. It is next. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free on YouTube.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Clay Murphy and the Springfield Metropolitans lead 6-4 against the Republic Locos. 6 innings gone. This one's scheduled to go the full 9. Got about a half an hour left before we would start worrying about the GRBL's time limit rule, but hopefully that's not going to factor in. But it is hot, and sometimes the heat can slow play, so we will wait and see. Clay Murphy going out there for a 3rd inning of work for the Springfield Metropolitans. He will face Chris Meza, then Brock Robbins, Dave Allen, and Carter Rennie if we get there. Right now it is hot. 94 degrees, feels like 96. Clay Odell, I can promise you it feels like a lot more than 96 down there on that turf, especially the brown stuff, because it does hold the heat. And you know, when the turf gets hot, I went out there and took a run through the outfield just during pregame. There's kind of like almost a tackiness to the turf. It's just a little bit harder to lift that foot when you're trying to push off and sprint.
Right. Well, and the other thing is the heat helps keep your body loose and warm.
Dribbler off the bat of Chris Meza to the shortstop, but that's handled nicely. Caleb Kaufman's throw to Dustin Thomason is in time for the first out.
If you hydrate well throughout the week, you know, hitting your 100 ounces of water a day
yes,
for
sir.
72 hours plus, then when you come out here, the heat really isn't a problem. It's not a factor.
Yeah. But yeah, when it's hot, you're right. Game day really starts back on Thursday or Friday, or at least it should for most of these guys.
Right.
It's just how do you prepare? Clay Murphy starts Brock Robbins with a breaking ball. A little maybe up and out to the liking of the man in charge. Mid-America Umpires Union crew. Ruben Apodaca behind the dish calls a strike there to make it 1-1. Ed Browning, very experienced GRBL official out on the bases today. He's going to have some more work to do tonight. Ed's working a split shift, so Apodaca will be on the bases at 3 o'clock, I do believe, for Suckers and Showman. Yeah, both of these men, veterans of the GRBL experience at this point. Murphy spins a slider into the zone, and that's kind of the slower version of the Clay Murphy slider there.
It was, but it was enough to make the hips and knees shake in the batter's box. So
a sweeper, as the kids say.
Oh.
Speaking of the knees shaking, that was an attempted inside, or no, they're going to say bat. Yeah, Robbins is trying to say hands. And the boss man says no. That they're calling foul ball, and now Robbins is shaken up. He's saying, my arm, my arm. Meza, the Locos manager, he says, you're fine, Brock. I'm going to talk this over with the umpire.
Well,
so
he's saying, no, that was a swing. It was off the bat.
Apodaca says the bat. Meza says, are you sure? Robbins says, it was the arm. Dave Allen saying, hey, somebody help out my guy. So Robbins kind of shaking it off. Now we are going to get a little bit of deliberation by the crew.
Interesting.
Well, I'm sure when this is over, we're all just going to feel good about ourselves and each other.
Well, it looks like this
call on the field is going to stand. So, yeah, I mean, they're not. I don't think the Locos could have realistically expected the field umpire to overrule that, right?
Right.
And we don't do video replays here in the GRBL. At least not yet.
You got to be tough in this league because you're going to get hit by pitches. That's for darn sure. We're not all pros that can just hit a dime every time. You got to be able to take some pitches.
2-2 to Robbins, ends in a fastball for a strikeout, and that's some vintage Clay Murphy there. Says, sorry about your luck, friend, but I'm still going to gas it up and blow you away. Here's Dave Allen.
I won't make this a long, slow, painful death for you.
Tell you what, let me let you go sit down and think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. What a nice guy. Clay Murphy with 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Wines and rocks, strike 1 to Dave Allen. Sweeper for a swinging strike.
Well, and at this point in the lineup, this is exactly what Clay needs to do.
Yes, it is.
He needs to just be going after them. You know, when you get into a bottom, as a pitcher, you're thinking bottom half, bottom third of lineup. And you just attack. And that's what he needs to do and get him through this inning and get up there and see if they can get the bats rattling again and get some more runs.
Missed with a low fastball there to make it 1-2. Came back, tried the same pitch, and still doesn't get it. It's 2-2.
Because right now is the time for the Mets to really capitalize with having fruit snacks go down and, you know.
That is poked off the bat of Dave Allen into shallow left, and that is down. A base hit. His first, 2026. And that's rough for Clay Murphy. You get up 0-2. You try your blow 'em away pitch twice and you don't get it. You try it again, and Dave Allen just reaches down.
And that's
again,
the thing.
he's not painting prize-winning artwork there, but that's a nice piece. And now he's standing on second base.
He just threw the barrel at it. Get the bat out there and see what happens. And that's all that was. And that's why I try to tell guys, when you guys know somebody can really hum it in there and get the ball movement, don't try to match their power with power. Conquer it with just quickness.
Yeah.
And you'll get the bat out there and you'll get a hit just like that.
So Jacob Smith is going to run for the pitcher Dave Allen. Carter Rinney crowds in, now opens up the stance in that right-handed batter's box against the righty Clay Murphy. Watches that one go past. So Carter Rinney in his 5th GRBL season. 3 of his previous 4 were with the Branson Showmen. 21 hits in his career. That was a nice pitch there. The faster version of the Clay Murphy slider bends into the zone for a strike.
Carter disagrees, but he's still in there.
Didn't seem impressed, did he?
No, not at all.
So, yeah, Rennie is just saying to himself, man, another year, another at-bat against Clay Murphy.
And Clay's going to keep the ball low if he can.
Yes, he is. Everything's been down, down, down. And, yep, there it was again. Rennie reached out, swung around. It's a dropped third strike, but the Mets are going to handle business. And that ends the inning. 5 strikeouts for Clay Murphy. He has pitched 3 scoreless, and his Springfield Metropolitans lead 6-4. We are at the 7th inning stretch. It's brought to you by Centerstone, now the parent company of Burrell Behavioral Health.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burrell Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Dave Allen goes back to work for the Republic Locos, and that's the old rule, kids. If you are a pitcher, you got to get yourself ready for the season, and then you have to stay ready. One of those cases where Dave Allen probably did not think that he was going to get to the pitcher's mound today. However, an injury to the Locos' Justin Loudon has pressed him into action. And now his task is pretty simple one. He's just got to keep the deficit where it is. Locos trail the Mets 6-4. We're on the downside of the 7th inning stretch. So Dave's job, get himself and his defense off the field as quickly as he can, and then give his team a chance to try to solve Clay Murphy on his second trip through the order.
Well, and he came in last inning and did his job very well.
Yes, he did.
Very effectively.
And I also felt like the guys behind him stepped up their game. We saw Gutierrez, we saw Rennie, and we've got another shift here on the infield, I think, for the Locos. Kellerstrass has moved from third to short. Gutierrez has gone from short to third, and it's still Rennie at second. Still Meza at first. Outfield stays the same. It's Cundiff, Simpson, and Rosalia. Still Colton Simons flowing behind the plate at catcher. And Dave Allen is going to try to quickly work his way through the Springfield Mets so that Republic will have a chance to cut into this 2-run lead. Metropolitans looking to buy insurance here. Good part of the order to do it with. Jordan Fitzpatrick, Alex Kelly, and Caleb Kaufman, the 3-4-5. But a couple of these guys, Kelly and Kaufman in particular, still looking for the first hit of the day. So it's kind of getting to be that part of the day, Clay, where maybe the batters who have seen their teammates have some success and score some runs are beginning to get a little impatient.
Yep, they can. Yep, 100%.
So Dave Allen could maybe capitalize on that. He starts Fitzpatrick off with a high fastball out of the zone. It's 1-0.
A little bit of that and a little bit of everybody's wanting to get their piece of the pie.
Indeed.
It's like, why not?
Fitz watches that one go by low and away. It's 2-0. So Jordan Fitzpatrick played professionally in Grand Junction, Colorado in the Independent Pioneer League in 2022 out of Missouri Southern State University. Played for they were at the time the Grand Junction Rockies. It's one of those teams that changes names about every season. They were the Jackalopes for a while. Now I think no, they're still the Jackalope. No, they were. That is a former team.
That's a heck of a name.
Right there. The Jackalopes? Yeah.
Yep, heck of a name, heck of a creature.
So if you ever get a baseball team in your town named the Jackalopes, get out and support them. There's some free advice there.
I think if I were to start one, I'd call them the Trash Pandas.
That is there is one of those in affiliated minor league ball, yeah, down in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, we've got coons. Had to get one out of my garage just last week. It's like, well, I found my mascot.
So Jordan Fitzpatrick draws a walk. That was back in an April Fool's joke that got out of hand back in 2022. GRBL announced it was expanding to 7 teams, and we were going to add the Rogersville Raccoons. I even have a 1-of-1 Rogersville Raccoons jersey hanging in my closet.
Do you really?
Right. Yeah, oh yeah. No, people were going at. They were all speculating who was going to be the player manager. We had, and then some of the the more thinking cap inclined guys started to ask, hey, wait a minute, how's a 7-team schedule going to work? That's not an even number. What?
5 weeks.
Yeah, we and then it slowly got out that was an April Fool's joke, but sort of lives. There were a lot of folks who said, "Man, why don't we have a Rogersville Raccoons in the GRBL?" Because it's an odd number. That's why.
It's 7. It's 7.
If we ever go up to 8 teams, perhaps the Raccoons will have their day. But you know what? They're living on and playing on in all of our hearts.
Yes.
I get my Raccoons jersey out for an open workout every now and again.
Nice.
It's a real crowd pleaser.
Well, in order to get 8 teams in this league, you'd have to play 7-inning ball games with an hour-and-a-half time limit.
You would either need to have a 9 a.m. start on Sundays, yeah. Or what we've talked about is you either need to play 2 sites at once, or you need to play on another day of the week, and that has just not. When you look at all the costs associated with that, it's just not been practical for the GRBL to do that. So. Right. Staying at 6 teams, at least for the moment. I mean, never say never. I'm not going to sit here and tell people the GRBL will always and forever be a 6-team league, because there's no way to know that. But
logistically, it just works best for us right now.
For the moment, 6 teams and a Sunday triple-header is the way we will go. So Alex Kelly drew a walk. Dave Allen trying to find his command here in the bottom of the 7th. He's got runners first and second, nobody out, and the batter is Caleb Kaufman.
Well, now's the time to really start putting that ball in play and get it out of the infield and let those runners get their legs stretched a little bit. See if they can create some more cushion.
Kaufman swings at this one. It is right back to Allen. He will go to second for 1. The throw to first, not in the glove of the first baseman, Meza. So it's just a 1-out outcome. Tanner Kellerstrass, the shortstop, did well. Just one of those heel of the glove, and that was just all it took.
Yeah, but that was a great play too, because he was falling off the mound towards first, and to reach back, snag that ball, get his wits about him. Already know, you could tell he knew what he was going to do before the ball was hit, if it was hit to him. And man, he really did turn around, made the perfect throw to second base. That was an excellent play.
First offering to Jared Fox is down 1-0. So Jared went to Missouri S&T. He's a professional engineer by trade who works for City Utilities at the John Twitty Energy Center. 1 for 2 today. No, check that. He's 2 for 3 with a double. I understand fans in the chat are, without prompting, telling us things that the GRBL fun crew should be throwing out to the crowd instead of tacos on a hot day today.
I can only imagine.
Snowballs are winning the way. I don't know logistically how we do that. Yeah, you gotta get some I don't really want a snow cone thrown at me.
No.
I get, if I got hot enough, I suppose I could.
Well, I mean, like the shaved ice, but you pack it
right,
down
but when
into
you catch it,
yeah,
it's gonna.
Yeah.
So Jared Fox draws a free pass, and we're starting to see a little command struggle here for the Locos. Bases are loaded. Fackrell is going to come bat here. He got hit by a pitch last time up. That was at the hands of Justin Loudon, so this is his first look at Dave Allen. 17 hits in this game, 9 for the Metropolitans, 8 for the Locos. 6-4 is the score, but the Mets could blast it open and get some insurance here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Fackrell looks at a strike. The restaurant kitchen manager from Springfield, Missouri. Whoa!
Off the dome.
That was off the ear hole of the helmet. Goodness sakes. So that will score a run for the Mets. And Fackrell, well, he's either, again, tough as a $2 steak to go back to that reference, or he's just not going to give the Locos the satisfaction of saying that hurt. But
well, I mean, the good news is it looked like a breaking ball.
yeah, it was not a heater, but
means
yikes.
it's a little slower. Most of the guys aren't throwing hard enough in this league for it to hurt anybody.
No,
there's a couple guys that might make you sting a little bit, but
no,
don't have to worry if you want to sign up next year. Come out and be a part of it. Don't worry really about getting hit by pitches.
7-4. Metropolitans still have the bases loaded, 1 out, and Dustin Thomason was trying to score 4 in one swing there, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I want to see though. When you see, man, you got bases juiced and 1 out, that first swing, take a rip, man.
Nothing wrong with that. Now he can settle down into the at-bat. He's, like we talked about, favoring the rear of the batter's box, watching Dave Allen's pitches break, watches that one dip out of the zone. 1-1. Wind has picked up a little bit here, Clay Odell.
I'm sure the fans
blowing
appreciate
out.
that.
Yeah, indeed. We'll see if the ball players like it. Thomason again with the dad hack. Yeah, 10 miles per hour. We're kicking up gusts at 14.
Oh. I'm glad I didn't ride the Harley today then.
Might move you around.
It's I've had some close encounters with 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, that's for sure.
Allen reached back, tried to throw the heat. That's going to get to the backstop, but the Mets electing not to press the action and send the runners. Simons got back to the screen in time. So the boys stay put. It is 2-2 to Thomason. 1 out. Bases loaded. 3-run ball game now for the Mets. Out in front of the Locos, 7-4. Allen fires the 2-2. Breaking ball struck him out.
High heat, baby. It's hard when you have 2 strikes. It's really hard to lay off a high fastball. All right.
Yeah, the big fella, Brandon Lauder. Rookie from Marshfield, Missouri. Had a good preseason. He's trying to translate that into a good debut.
Let's see if he can launch a torpedo with that torpedo bat.
Ooh, got ran inside. So he got hit by a pitch last time, and then he just watched one go by inside. He's thinking to himself, okay, I understand. Inner half, yeah.
Half of what we do out here is dodgeball, people.
How about something else? He's got a nice square batting stance. That right-hander's box, watches that one go by high.
Well, bases loaded with 2 outs. Down 0-2. I mean,
he's up 2-0 rather.
Or down. That's what I mean. Sorry,
yeah.
Up 2 is make it your pitch. Like, be looking to drive one.
Yeah, he thought about it there, didn't he, as a breaking pitch? But that tells me Lauder wants a fastball.
Well, and that tells me that Allen's pretty confident with what he's throwing up there to be able to be down 0-2 and throw a curveball right in the middle for a strike. Like,
here comes the 2-1. Breaking ball, no. Simons has to look down the runners. They're getting awfully comfortable with the big leads there, and now Simons and Fackrell are jawing, because of course they are.
Yeah. And that's where you just got to know the speed that is on or not on the base paths to be too concerned.
3-1. That was in the zone. Lauder swung and fouled it straight back.
Coming back.
Full house.
Man, you got 2 outs. You got bases loaded. this is where you get your lead, and when that pitcher goes into his windup, kids, all of you are blitzkrieging. You're running.
Yeah. And Caleb Kaufman is way back off. He's practically in the, well, he's in the coach's box. Off third, Allen misses high, and he walked in a run. So Kaufman will score. Louder is on. And it is now a 4-run ball game. Springfield Mets lead 8-4.
That is where, kids, when you want to pay attention to what I was saying there, because that didn't happen that inning. But when you have 2 outs and you have bases loaded and you're on the base paths, when that pitcher goes into his windup, you are now full bore running.
Yeah.
Because if the ball is a strike, that's strike 3. If it is a ball, that is ball 4. And because it is a walk, you're going to get stopped by the base in front of you.
Yeah.
But you're moving in case that ball is actually hit. No matter where it's at, you have gained more ground and are in more momentum to get around the bases and get ahead. Instead of getting 1 base hit, you can make it 2. Instead of making 2, you can make it 3.
Yeah, it's low risk, high reward. Austin Schilt in a 1-1 here. Dave Allen, 2 outs and the bases loaded, winds and fires. He's trying a breaking ball up in the zone, and he's missing high. Two balls and a strike. Maybe just underthrowing it a touch. But again, that's tough when you're not thinking you're going to be called upon to pitch and you come in an emergency. Answered the call right there. Nice adjustment from Allen. Evens the count at 2.
See if he can get a hit right here, or he can get out of the inning.
Deuces wild for Schilt. Watches that one go past, and it's another 3-2 coming up.
Okay, kids, so here we go. Same situation.
Time to run.
3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. He goes into the windup. Take off. Like you're stealing the bat, wanting to get ahead.
Spangler's that lead runner at third. He did take off, and it's a walk.
So they took off more so that time, but what happened? It was ball 4. Okay, well, you can pull up and just stop at the next base path.
Trot on in Spangler's case, he scored. It is now 9-4. Metropolitans tacking on insurance, and that is going to be it for David Allen pitching in this game. So an emergency move by the Locos. Grant Cundiff is going to come on for a Rapid Roberts pitching change. We'll step aside, come back, bring you more Grip and Rip baseball, 7th inning in a moment.
At Inkburst Studios, we create custom apparel with unmatched quality and craftsmanship. We specialize in premium DTF printing that melts seamlessly into any fabric, delivering vibrant color, incredible durability, and a smooth, soft finish that looks as good as it feels. Bold prints, superior quality, built with purpose. InkburstStudios.com.
At OWN, we support projects through every phase, from boundary and topo surveying to geotech, civil site design, utilities, permitting, and more. We get the slope right, the details exact, the deadline met, that's a given. But the real work, it's not on a plan sheet. It's building trust and lasting relationships. That's engineering beyond.
Own Engineering is a partner of Grip and Rip Baseball. Check them out at weareown.com. That's weareown.com.
Grant Cundiff, right-hander, on to throw for the Republic Locos in an emergency situation here. It's a team depleted by injury, having to kind of throw out the kitchen sink here. So Cundiff comes on. Bases loaded. We are still in the bottom of the 7th. Metropolitans have scored 3 runs, looking for more. There are 2 batters retired. Cundiff went to North Callaway High School. He's originally from Fulton, Missouri. Sponsored by C&H Industrial Reman. Grant went to the University of Missouri S&T. Did not play baseball there. He was busy becoming an engineer. Cundiff, as a high school pitcher, as a senior, posted a 4-1 record with a 3.28 ERA, 67 strikeouts across 47 innings for the North Callaway Thunderbirds. Batter he will face is Jared Brashler. Bases are loaded for the Mets. Fackrell is the lead runner on third. Brashler swings at the first offering and lifts it into right. Rosalia coming in. He will not get there. Brashler bloops that one down. Fackrell scores. Another run coming home is Louder. A 2 RBI base hit off the bat of Jared Brashler. He's now got 3 RBIs on the day. And the Mets have stretched it out to 11-4.
Well, and that was just put the bat on the ball, put the ball in play, carried it down the line, and I mean that's a long run to have to make to get that ball. But that's where it becomes important for your cutoffs to know where they need to be and go to get to backdoor somebody. And that wasn't executed, but that's all right.
Cundiff starts Clay Murphy off high and tight, 1-0. Murph batting with runners on the corners. And some speed there at third with Austin Schilt. Some speed at first, for that matter, with Brashler as Murphy grounds this one up the middle. Kellerstrass knocked it down. He's going to have to hurry, and does. His throw across will get the Metropolitans skipper, but not before Springfield strikes big. 5 runs plated in the bottom of the 7th inning. They have blown it up. It is 11-4. Republic Locos will look for some answers when we come back from this break. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free all day on YouTube, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just as we suspected, the Springfield Metropolitans player-manager Clay Murphy has used the 3+ inning designation on himself as he comes out to throw in inning number 8. His team leads 11-4, so a 7-run margin aided largely by 5 runs scored in the 7th inning. All sort of offset a shorthanded Republic Locos team. Now, injury to pitcher Justin Loudon made a bad situation worse. And so the Locos are going to have to come alive, and they're going to have to do it against one of the GRBL's all-time greats. Here's Ravani Rosalia pinch hitting in the 10 spot in the Republic order from Willemstad, Curacao. He looks at a strike.
Yeah, Clay having a lead like this late in the game. Hey, anything can happen in baseball. You always got to give the other team their chance.
Got to play the game, right?
I just feel the odds are more going in Clay's favor for the next inning and a half.
Certainly makes him look smart anyway to set himself up to pitch at this juncture. Rosalia, sponsored by Millsap Farms. Interesting life he has led. Grew up in Curacao, then lived in the Dominican Republic for a substantial portion of his life. Now lives in Ozark, Missouri. He's a farmer, raises produce.
Good for him.
Told me on any given day I'm taking care of about 600 plants. Said, better you than me, Ravani. I've got 1 tree and 1 tomato plant in my yard, and I'm doing all I can.
Well, if he came out to my house, I got weeds and rocks and pumpkins.
Yeah, I bet he could teach you how to turn it around.
Yeah.
So, second-year man out of Willemstad, Curacao. He's got a fun bat as well. Kids love the Rosalia bat. It's pink, yellow, green, and blue. She's loud, isn't she?
To each their own. To each their own. My favorite is still the pencil.
The Tyler Rusk pencil bat was pretty good.
Yep.
So another 0-2 coming up for Ravani, who protected well. Did not
Punched
that
him.
time against the slider, and he goes down on strikes. So back to the top of the order go the Locos. Trent Simpson getting action for the first time in a long time. It was back in the 5th inning was the last time he had a plate appearance. Doesn't it kind of feel like that was forever ago?
It does. It does kind of feel like it's been a long day.
Sponsored by January Social Company. Trent looks at a strike on the outer half. He bats left-handed.
Well, now that you made me check my watch, I mean, we're 2 hours and 48 minutes into this thing.
Yes, well, we started at 12:08, so we're at 2:40 at the moment. But yeah,
okay.
It's this game is going to go up against the limit here, and we may not get a full 9. Wait. That is a decision I'm glad I don't have to make.
Yeah, leave it to the commission.
We'll leave that to, well, the commissioner's playing in the next game, so not sure how much that's going to be a factor. We do have that is well struck, isn't it? But a great job on the run. Austin Schiltz took one away from Trent Simpson, reaching up, taking that one out of the air. And so Austin Schiltz having a nice day out there in right.
I think that was by far the most solid struck ball of the day, but I mean, that's the thing. Everybody knows the wind is blowing from right to left, so everyone playing right field today's made a pretty dramatic shift, and that shift helped out right there.
Here's Tanner Kellerstrass, sponsored by Martino Training Systems. 2 for 3, a single, an infield single, and a strikeout. Breaking pitch. Yes, sir. And
he was stepping out early on that one.
He was. So just like that, it is 0-2 for TK. Murphy came back, and yeah, Tanner reached out and had to spoil that one. Oh, foul tip, not liking something off the end of his bat there. Back in he goes for another 0-2. Murphy missed outside. Did not get Kellerstrass to chase 80 miles per hour there.
Well, this is a point in the game where I don't see Clay wanting to come back inside.
No,
but he threw that nice little breaker.
Sure he did. Bent that
around the
72 mile per hour hook. And it gets Tanner Kellerstrass 7 strikeouts in 4 innings for Clay Murphy. 3 up, 3 down, and how about that? You hang that crooked number on the board, and then you go up and just wipe them out clean. Big time inning there for the Springfield Metropolitans, who lead the Republic Locos 11-4. Back with more right after this.
I'm Nicole Cartmell with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Jordan Fitzpatrick coming up here for the Springfield Metropolitans in the 8th. I'm getting challenged in the chat, Clay Odell, by my wife Ashley, who said I did not adequately report the plant census in the Berger household. We do have an indoor plant of some sort, and I say of some sort because I don't know what it is, and some flowers out front. But those are not in my lane. I've got, like I said, I got the tree, I got the tomato plant, I got some grass. That's me. That's where I live when it comes to horticulture. Everything else is an added bonus, and that is not. That's not who I am. That's not where I need to be.
Well, it's tough to put stuff in the ground and make it grow right unless you know what you're doing. That's for sure. Some things like pumpkins, you just throw it out there. It'll grow. Just don't mow it.
That's good to know. May have to give that a go. Here's Big Fitz, Jordan Fitzpatrick. Again, Mets up 7. Grounds this one right side. Allen with it, and then the throw got away, and then Fitzpatrick quit running. Now he has to run again. Still can't complete the throw to first, and so Jordan Fitzpatrick lived all 9 of his lives, I think. And that, kids, right, Clay, is why you run to first the first time.
Well, you run through first. First of all, before he even got to the line divider, he was waving, go ahead, just get the out.
There's a lot to unpack here, isn't there?
And the defense, not the best there. Not the best there,
A little hold my beer there.
Yeah, kind of one of those things where you say worse things could happen, and you reply, no, not really on that one.
Not
The
yet.
you got to keep playing the game.
Yep.
You got to keep playing.
And it's, again, when it's hot and you're up by 7 and, all these extenuating circumstances. But, yeah, you got to run.
Yeah, I'll tell you, kids, don't ever do that. If you're wanting to play and you're not paying to play and you're wanting to play and make a team and play all the time, don't do that. You do that and your coach is going to find a reason not to play you.
I got a feeling there might be a talking to between the innings as well. Alex Kelly, sponsored by Alex Kelly, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, swings and grounds this one right side. Up with that. And making the play in time is Brock Robbins. Mets are walking.
They're calling the game.
They're calling the game due to time. Is that the deal?
I think so.
We have reached it. Okay, so final score. That's an interesting time for the time limit, but I guess you could say they probably shouldn't have started the inning, honestly.
They're trying to. There's a big enough lead gap where, that'd be really difficult to get that.
Yeah.
Basically get rid of that deficit and tie it up and keep going, but I think my guess would be the commish is wanting to keep it on time to get the next game to go at 3, or at least the closest time possible.
Yeah, so let's go. Need to pick an Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. Well, friends, yeah, I think we'll go number 1. Okay, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do a solid tip of the cap, and then I'm going to name my player of the game. I think that's what we got to do. So solid tip of the cap goes to Springfield's Jared Brashler, who was 2 for 4 on the day with a couple of, he had a 2 RBI single in the 7th and then an RBI double in the 3rd. But our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game is the fellow who came on. First of all, got the 50th hit of his GRBL career, got his 51st. So helped lead the offense to score 11 runs, and then he came on in the 5th inning and pitched 4 shutout innings, striking out 7. So yeah, Clay Murphy is going to be our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game. So big ups to the Springfield Mets, and just a tough one for the Republic Locos, coming back a little bit short-handed. Yeah, they're announcing it over the PA. There it is, Jared Brashler. And the Metropolitans, more importantly, Clay Odell, move to 1-0. Locos fall to 0-1. And with that, the Springfield Metropolitans take sole possession of first place in the GRBL North Division. because week 1, you got to start worrying about the standings. No, in seriousness, that's a nice win for the Metropolitans. That's a divisional win, and We see it year in and year out. Sometimes you have to harken back to some game that everybody forgot about back in August. Is the difference between a first-round bye. Could be the difference between being the home team in a playoff game. You know, when you only play 7 regular season games, they all count. And so this was big for the Springfield Metropolitans today. 11-4 winners on opening day. We'll step aside, come back, talk things over with some of the guys from the Springfield Mets as game coverage rolls on, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
You are invited to pause and feel connected. Let's practice by taking a deep breath in and an exhale out, and start to notice the space around you. What can you see that is a reminder of your connection with others? Maybe it's a drawing created by a child, a music playlist put together with a friend, beloved pet basking in the sun. If we look closely, there's evidence of our connection to others all around us.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Elite Promotions is a family-owned company dedicated to providing effective, efficient, and quality promotional products to organizations just like yours. Elite Promotions will make it simple for you and quickly find the products that will give you a reason to use Elite. Elite Promotions is the official outfitter of the Grip and Rip Baseball League, dressing all 6 teams in the jerseys you see on the field and all of our official fan apparel. Be on the cutting edge. Be Elite. Elite Promotions, ElitePromo.com.
I'm Kyle Carpenter with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meisner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Did you know that Conoco Gas has 3...
Rance Burger back with you live at Meadow Park, where now I'm on the correct channel, so that's all good. Springfield Metropolitans are winners today, 11-4, defeating the Republic Locos, and starting off the season 1-0. GRBL season 11 now in sole possession of first place in the GRBL North Division. Guys, I know that was concern number one, so just thought I'd throw that out there right away. Joined by Jared Brashler and Clay Murphy. So guys, first of all, just let's talk about the importance of good starts. Your team goes out there, falls behind 2-0, but you did not back down. Came back, tied it with a couple of runs in the third. Brash, how big was that for you guys to just even the score there in that early phase of the game? And then that's where that big RBI double to left center came into play for you.
Well, it was nice to get on the board early because, as you know, last year this Mets team struggled to score runs. So scoring 8 last year and the entire regular season, jumping on 2 right off the bat, we're like, all right, it was good. So it was nice just to get something going.
So Clay, then things got a little bit interesting, and it was really at the midpoint of the game, tied 4-4, where you were able to complete and achieve a little bit of separation there. Saw a run go up in the 5th, another one in the 6th, and then the big one in the 7th. So I know offense was at a premium. You were thinking a lot about offense in the draft room. Is that just the way you drew it up when back in June?
Absolutely. Just giving guys chances to hit and get out there, and we tend to get runners on base, but now today we actually got to score them, and guys came up big with hits and stuff, so just it's much more fun when you're ahead in the game. So we were playing a little bit more loose today.
Yeah. So Jared, we saw one of your hits came off of Jacob Smith. The other one later was off of Grant Cundiff. So 2 very different pitchers there.
Right.
When it's a longer game like this, how are you able to dial in, stay focused, and just make a nice clean plate approach each time?
Gosh, I don't know how to answer that. The biggest thing is just try to stay loose. That's the biggest challenge. Like the heat out there, but I don't know. It's not too hard to come into focus. The other key is to swing at strikes too. So
swinging at strikes, and
they finally threw some,
and not swinging at balls generally helps. Yeah, you did take a lot of walks today. Certainly, don't want to downplay. This was a Locos team that was depleted by some injury and some extenuating circumstances for sure. But also credit you guys for capitalizing. So Clay, I wanted to ask about. Did you debate at all deviating from at the point in the game where you took out your starter Kyle Carpenter after 3?
Well, if you saw after the 3rd, I had a little meeting with myself, Caleb, and Carpenter, and said, what do you want to do? And I said, if you feel good, you can go, or it's the first week of the year. If you think you're good and you want to call it a day, call it a day. And he was like, well, you're the manager. And I was like, well, that's not the answer I wanted to hear, but sure. He was like, no, I think I'm good. I was like, okay, good. So that's fine. And so, Caleb was ready to go. Gave up the home run off the foul pole at Grant, which was impressive.
Yes.
I can count on one hand how many balls I've seen Grant pull, I think, in his 2 years, and he did it twice today. I was like, okay, cool. So, good for him, though. But yeah, Caleb was angry about that. That was kind of fun.
Of course, like every pitcher, I think, when they see a mistake pitch fly out of the stadium, they get a little hot. But
you know what happens.
So you come on, you throw 4 scoreless innings, strike out 7 batters. You are now in sole possession of the GRBL's all-time record for career strikeouts, 227.
Nice.
So, you and Skylar Henson up there in the rare air, but you passed him today with that.
All right.
And we also saw you get career hits 50 and 51.
Yeah, hey, all right.
Who needs Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani when we've got Clay Murphy, two-way player. You're not the first to get 50, but you're certainly the first to get 227 strikeouts, and you're the first player to do both, usurping 200 Ks and 50 hits. So
I'll take it.
What does that mean to you, just on a personal level, to be kind of in a club and a class all by yourself?
I mean, it means a lot, being able to be in the league this long and play, and have the support at home with Lynn's and the kids, and to be able to come out here and play for that long, and then just a lot of guys have been in this league, so to be able to be in that position and be on top of the strikeout list like that is awesome. And then been hunting for that 50th hit for a while, so excited to finally get one.
Had to hit it off Jay Smith's shin. But,
yeah, sorry, Jacob.
It still counts. So
but
that.
yeah, it's the hardest I've run down the line in a while. I was like, I'm in the single. But no, it's an honor, it's a privilege to get to play in a league, and to be able to do it has been fun.
So Jared Brashler, speaking of guys who have been in the league for a long time, you've been in it right off the rip, so this is your 11th season.
11.
We saw you pick up career hits number 78 and 79 today, so
Sweet.
Not many guys in that 70-plus hit club. What is it? Is there any one thing, or just a body of work that keeps you coming back out here to continue to play? You're one of 8 originals who are still left.
I don't know. I mean, it's fun to play. That's the thing. My kids let me. I got Beckett and Sully and Finley that play and inspire them to keep coming here and doing it. So as long as they let me and they want me to keep playing, I'll keep playing.
And you got to keep getting drafted, but I don't think that was.
Well,
I don't think there was much danger this time.
Age is not in my favor. So
you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Well, very good.
You'll be fine.
Well, guys, great start today. We'll see you back here
Thank you, Rance.
next Sunday. I was going to take a look. I should have known this before we got rolling here. The Metropolitans return to action. That will be next Sunday, 3 o'clock
against the Mavs.
That's right. See, you're ahead of me, man. The Moon City Mavericks.
I got you.
We're getting a, looks like Clay forgot the sunscreen, says.
Come on now. Who said I forgot sunscreen? I'm good.
I don't think he forgot the sunscreen. I think it's just he went out and played a game where it's 95 degrees. And I think it's 95 in this press box as well.
Yeah.
So that air conditioner behind us is sort of working, but it's working hard.
I love it.
So guys, want to know, we'll see you back here next Sunday, 3 o'clock against the Moon City Mavericks. Until then, go get cool.
Thanks, Rance. Appreciate you.
Jared Brashler and Clay Murphy, a couple of the GRBL's all-time greats, helped the Springfield Metropolitans get it done today. They defeat the Republic Locos 11-4. That's going to chase us. We're going to shut down this stream, come back right away, turn it around quick, and bring you the Nixa Suckers against the Branson Showmen. That one is next. Thank you to Central Bank of the Ozarks for your continued sponsorship of GRBL coverage right here on the YouTube channel. Big thank you to our producer and director, Derek Saiko, and to my partner, Clay Odell. For all of us here at Meadow Park, good afternoon from Springfield, Missouri.